And we are back with yet another of the continuing adventures of Bad Rolls, bringing down the title screen. There's our cast. I'm going to make it so they can talk now.
Hello.
Thank you.
They forgot how to talk.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to talk.
The DM.
The best DM.
We are the ones that allow or disallow everything. Flint has forgotten what's going on.
Something's happening.
I'm sorry. I was just got an email telling me that they want to send me swag.
No.
Sorry.
Just say no.
I've finally been getting all my swag emails from TwitchCon. People are like, I am now not dead. Here are QR codes,
I think it's actually your fault, Astropub. It's from a Cheer Entertainment / Epic Games guy.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, so I think that was your fault.
Woo!
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, your fault.
So yes, we're here. We're chatting
Are we
a
live?
little bit to start it up.
Yes,
We are very much.
We are live.
There's dice. I hear dice.
Oh, mighty dice.
Hello, chat. We missed you. We missed you.
They're so ready. They're so ready. So, who has announcements? Things that have happened, wonderfulness.
I don't think anything's happened in the past couple weeks.
No, not a thing.
I don't recall anything, actually. We were
don't
here
think-
one day, gone the next, and now we're back.
So
That's
that
about
didn't happen? That photo that I just put on screen, full screen, that didn't
Did
just
you-
happen?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
waiting.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty awesome. So we actually, a lot of us, what is it? I can't do math. However many.
5 of
you guys
7.
do. Yeah.
12 of us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Flint's
We
correct with his math.
We're missing
Met.
6 of us, though, from the photo.
We are.
Even
So we all
Carrick
got- we
didn't
got
math
the
that right.
I like that we're all in character for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With no prep, no pre-discussion. It just happened.
it did. That's what happens
Yep.
when you're working with a group of folks who get along well, care about each other.
Professional strum.
Who you were?
Professional strummers.
Professional summers.
Yes. All wonderful, wonderful actors here. Because that's what you are. You're actors. Deal with it.
Yes, I act like a good
Acting!
drummer.
We act like we're having a good time.
I really like all of you guys. You all right there in the
Like
heart.
that damn bard, mother funster.
I love the bard.
Everybody's favorite, right?
I make things exciting.
You do
How
that.
about needlessly difficult instead?
That's better.
You create 120-foot craters, or 200, technically 240, it was 120 from the middle. So 240 foot across craters, you throw rocks at guards, you talk
By
your way
the
out of houses.
solid, the execution of that crater was not planned.
At this point, like, it's become so routine that you die that I just simply like stabilize you, and then when it's time, it's your turn to to take the freaking watch after you're passed out. I'll heal you and I'll slap you around, be like, get up, it's your turn to take the watch. You wake up from death, from a coma, going, oh God, what happened? Oh right, then go take your watch. That's how routine this is.
He hasn't died, he's just been unconscious.
In a coma.
Exactly.
Yes.
Pretty much dead.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Only one coma so far.
Yes.
Traumatic brain
He's
injury.
been clinically dead, not actually dead.
Mostly dead.
We're blurring some lines here.
I got better. Carrick lives by there's no way to go but up.
Carrot. Is that the direction you travel?
Yes.
'Cause
So
I do
with
have
that-
one announcement to make from
Yes.
not from CitizenCon or SwitchCon related. Last night I reached 3,000 followers.
Congratulations!
Congrats.
I wasn't expecting it. I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna play. And then I looked over. I'm like, oh God, I'm over 3,000.
Awesome.
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Can I use Garrett's charisma instead of my own?
Yes.
He's got a much
Yes,
better
that
charisma
score
than
is way higher.
I do. Yeah.
-5.
Aw, 4.
Oh.
You just lost 500.
Ah.
God, just start over.
For the third time.
At least it wasn't a natural 1.
Pave the save.
I'm evil. Any
And of
other
course-
announcements?
My normal announcements, which I'll let you take.
The Captain's Table. Check it out after the show at twitch.tv/theastropub. TheAstropubes.
Pubes.
And we're off.
It's gonna be one of those casts, guys.
It's just gonna
Yeah.
be uphill from here.
Oh,
Is this show rated
yes, it
18
is.
and older?
That's a good question.
We have mature turned on.
Okay.
You have Garrett in this party. You have to have mature turned on.
I have a
Or
feeling
just-
this show specifically might need it.
Yeah, might go overboard in this specific episode.
Yeah.
This specific
All right.
episode.
If
Do we
there's
have any
anything like going overboard.
Any other announcements?
I do real quick. Pizza for breakfast, a great idea. Followed by coffee, not a great idea.
No.
That's all.
It's great to know.
Just in case anyone
Clint?
else was thinking about doing that.
All right.
And kettles take way too long to boil. And that's my addition.
Electric kettles. Electric kettles in America are terrible.
What sort of kettle do you have?
I
the
have
ones that
like
you put on a stove.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a bronze kettle.
I put mine on the stove like a
Yeah,
human.
it might be copper.
What?
What is this? The 50s?
If it's not
They
broken,
boil faster. You know.
They
gets pretty
do.
faster.
They boil faster than the electric ones.
Yeah.
We also have gas in our for most of our appliances here. So
Well, my cooker's electric as well. So
my stove's electric.
my stove and my range is both gas, and it makes it so much more efficient. But it also makes it so super scary when you hear the when you're trying to start something up. And like, I'm gonna blow myself up when I'm just trying to make food.
And with
Side
blowing
note.
yourself up.
Side note: the tweet that Coin put out. I want to kill it. Where can we find that thing?
I figured you would.
I'm gonna have to see that after the show or during the break. But for now, time to recap.
Yeah, we need the recap.
Recap.
So,
Yeah.
on the previous episode of Bad Rolls, our adventurers found themselves outside of the forest to the south of Mealbale, where they had been scouting a fortress that was being constructed and built, a sort of a barricades that they discovered were a part of a Thingain force sent by the Ysgramirians. However, things started to change. There was an odd crack or fissure in the air above them. Weird purplish lights waving through the skies. Events twisting and turning. People teleporting about. Finding objects that they didn't know were there. Traps set up, which Carrick, as always, especially using a rope, set off, causing massive explosions. Finding a box that was unharmed from the explosion. Through some ingenuity, they managed to open the box by heating the latch and then freezing it immediately, causing it to shatter. And inside they found a bag with a weird little face on it, almost burlap in style. Reaching inside the bag, nothing. All the way to the shoulder, yet the bag didn't seem deep enough. Being adventurous, they tied Garrett to a rope and lowered him in. He found himself in darkness, just pure darkness inside the bag, before tugging on the rope, summoning himself back out through the efforts of the others pulling him out of the bag. They found themselves with what they assumed to be, after hearing tales of one, a bag of holding, though not fully certain on how it works. With the events slowly coming to an end and the purplish skies dissipating, they found themselves on the outskirts of Mealbale once again to attempt to inform the town and the guard as to what they had discovered in the forest. And that is where we pick up this episode, with our adventurers just a half mile outside of town, noticing some townsfolk now in basic leather and training themselves as a sort of militia defense force for their area to not get caught off guard again.
Not be fooled again.
We saw some things.
All right. I think are we still making our way in?
You're
Like,
about a
no one
half
stopped
mile
us?
out. You could see the town a way out. No one stopped you. You're sort of in the hills and the brush, the tall grass that waves through there, and the flower fields are starting to come up.
All right. But the whole purple thing is gone, right?
The purple thing is gone. The skies have cleared up, and it's now turning towards actually what appears to be daylight now that the clouds have parted. The time sort of shifted and wavered, but it appears to be almost the same time as when you'd woken up before the odd sort of northern lights purple effect was there.
Strange. Must have teleported. We thank you. That's what we need to find the guard. Is that what we're doing? I did not. We simply just ran from the asshole who we were fighting.
I think we need to find the sergeant and let him know what's going on.
And then we need to go through this portal.
We are. I don't think we are in the portal anymore.
I think the portal closed, actually.
How do we open it again?
I'm not sure.
I can. Well, I know who might be able to find out.
Ooh.
Garrick.
I'm
He-
not proficient in that type of magic.
No, but you could be.
It's true.
True.
If there was a
am
time
a
for
quick
you to
learner.
shine, it would be now.
If there was a time for you not to be useless, this would be now.
Now is the time. You could really redeem yourself.
I sincerely doubt this little village has anything resembling a library, though.
Probably not. No. Let's go talk to the sergeant and then deal with the Thingains. The Thingain assholes.
But the portal.
But
I am sad.
But the Thingains.
Don't worry, Flint. We'll
Don't
get
worry.
to it.
Flint. Look at me. Giant.
Okay.
Let us figure these out and then go kill the giant.
Are we taking this box with us?
I have the box.
Okay.
The
you
bag
got
from the
box?
box.
I don't know. Not who has the bag.
I have the
Who's got
bag.
the bag?
Okay.
Why does he have the
Yeah.
bag?
This is
Not given-
not
Can
a
I
great
toss it?
idea.
It's also not a great idea to give it to Raven either. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that you that might be able to do it, or Flint? Flint could carry.
No, it's
Yeah, why
my
does it
bag.
flip through the bag?
Don't touch my bag. It's my bag.
You're gonna do something with it, and then you're gonna get us in a heap of trouble. And I'm
You're the
no.
one that's most likely to get arrested and have the bag confiscated.
yes, that's true.
I'm gonna do something with the bag, and it's gonna be awesome.
This does
What?
not.
It
No.
is not your sack, okay?
You're-
It is the party sack. You cannot mess around with the party sack.
It is a community sack.
Fine.
Are you handing it over?
No.
DM, can I jump on him, please?
As we're walking,
Can I
You
jump on
want
him?
to
I want to pounce on him, hold him down, and try to get the bag from him.
This is fantastic.
roll an
I will
athletics?
assist.
Roll me an athletics roll.
Can I roll to try to get out of the way?
You can't
Acrobatics for you.
is there a sip martini and watch this whole thing happen like a classy gentleman roll?
You
I
can
mean,
just
you're
do
gonna
that
to-
if you have the
You're
alcohol.
gonna have to roll really well.
I just
rolled it.
kind of wanted you to be like yes.
She's a
please.
monk.
What'd you get?
I rolled an 18.
I
So
also,
plus your athletics.
I also rolled an 18.
Hold on. I have 0 athletics.
I have +9 in acrobatics.
Oh hell!
Athletics.
What if I'm assisting her?
Yes.
Oh, I
Are we
want to
actually
assist.
teaming up? You're gonna work with me?
Dogpile.
Can I
This
roll this?
never
too? I
happens.
have good athletics.
Yeah, let's all pounce on him, because he does not.
I'm just
need
going
be
to
in the
enjoy
bag.
this pound. This pile on.
26.
Jesus.
Okay, so 26.
Yeah.
Roll again, Iski, because she was assisting you, so you get advantage on your roll. She was trying to
14.
distract
I rolled a
him.
14.
The 18's the higher one. All right,
18.
so your total was... Carrick?
27.
All right.
It's your
so-
athletics, I thought, though, not your acrobatics.
His is
Athletics.
acrobatics to get out of the way
it's out of the way.
of
He
the
rolls out of the way.
athletics grab. He's
Oh.
rolling out of the way.
I'm still +9 in athletics, so
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna survive this, bro.
So, as Raven pulls a Carrick real quick to distract him, Iski runs up, going to grab him. Flint moves in at the same time, and Carrick at the last second notices this, rolls himself out of the way, turns as Iski and Flint head to head, just clunk.
Ah!
Kerik, give me the bag.
nope. I just run down the road
Kerik,
towards the village.
That was not well.
Carrick
thought
is now
out.
running off towards the village. He's ahead of you guys.
We're damned if we do, and we're damned if we don't.
just don't bother him. We'll steal it when he's sleeping, or he'll die, and then we'll take it from him.
Yeah.
That is how this will work.
We'll just take it next time he's knocked unconscious.
This is the reason why Carrick is not a very helpful and productive member of this group.
All right.
I'm just gonna saunter on by, and rub both Flint and Iski's foreheads as I walk by, and just be like, "You will feel better," and then walk away. I'm not even using magic. I'm just rubbing it really, really softly and gently, and then walking away.
Thank you, little man.
All right, you continue your way into Mealbale with Carrick at the lead by a ways, having dashed off. Is there anything you want to do before you get to the town?
Tavern?
I think the tavern's in the town.
There is a tavern in the town. You do remember it. It's in the center of the town across from the town hall, which went boom.
I don't think so. I think I'd like to. I'm ready to keep moving.
All right, so the rest of you all getting there as Carrick is now on the outskirts. The town guard seeing someone running up, stop quick, looking at you, Carrick. However, they did recognize you briefly, enough to lower their weapons and just kind of keep an eye on you as you move into the town. All the rest of you arrive. You are on the outskirts to the south of the farm, just on the main roadway with the sort of hill houses and human homes scattered throughout. On the main thoroughfare, you're on the west side of town as you enter back into Mealbale.
Is there a guard?
There are a couple of them that are here.
I approach
They
one of
look
them.
like the militia guards.
I approach them and I say, "We need to speak to your leader."
The sergeant is currently training us, and I can... Do you want me to go get him?
It is very important.
I'll be back, and he
Thank
turns off and runs off into the town.
So, I think Zangulus should talk to them, because Zangulus is a local, and he can speak their language.
Yeah, that's a good
Flint,
idea.
I appreciate your tactical appraisal, but kill the giant is not something we want to tell. Well, do not tell these people that there is a giant in there.
There won't be as soon as I arrive.
But let us not talk about that.
I shall kill it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm concerned about this panning out well for us, but
We need to take care of this problem. These are for these people. We need to help these people.
And then we find the portal.
and
Then we
the
find a
portal.
portal. We still need to go down south and deal with the problems they have in the swamps.
There's a ton of problems in the swamps, yes. All right. No?
Well,
And I do want to
if-
convert the lizard man, so
if Iski is happy to postpone her mission, then that is fine.
As you are milling about and talking about future plans, you hear
by the way,
clanging of armor.
is Carrick still around here?
He's
Yep.
near-ish to you, but keeping his distance.
Carrick, get over here. Carrick,
I'm giving
Don't-
Carrick the evil eye.
We do not want the bag. We do not want your sack right now. Okay? We will deal with the sack later. Right now, we have to deal with the problem at hand.
Fine. I go jogging back up to the party.
I give him a good game. I give him a good pat in the butt. Good game, pat in the butt. Good job.
As Carrick
Good job
comes
walking
back
over.
and joins the party again, you hear the armor approaching as you see Sergeant Darius once again coming up to the rest of you. He looks like he's got sweat coming off. Comes up. Morons. What?
Morons?
Excuse me?
Idiots,
Hello, sir.
fools. Which do you prefer?
Hello.
What do you mean us?
I prefer none of them, sir.
We were dealing with the problems that you had. And it's much bigger than you think.
Dealing
I mean,
with them. You've
We
made
dealt
it
with
worse.
a pretty big problems up there.
Made what worse?
Roll me a perception check. You're talking to him primarily right now.
Wow. 21.
Behind the edge of the helmet, he's kind of tried to reposition his helmet to hide it, but you see a nasty edge of a gash there and blood that's like pouring down off his face and into his armor under the side there where it connects.
I immediately try to reach up, or I pull him down, pull his
What are
arm
you
back.
doing?
I'm healing you. What the hell happened?
You made it worse.
Made what worse?
They've pushed further north. They're on the edge of town now.
They were going to
Whatever
come
you
here
did
anyways.
aggravated them.
That would have happened regardless of our interventions.
More people to kill.
They've come in hard. We lost 18.
I drag him down again. I'm going to heal you. And I give him a quick heal, so he to heal up his wounds.
Friend, just let it happen.
I asked bend down to him. It's like, how big are their numbers?
From what we saw, it was a force of 6 that took out 18 of our 30-man force.
Well, you guys suck.
Well, you guys wait here. I'll go deal with M6.
Let him go deal with the 6. He can do this fine.
Yeah.
No,
Iski, could you just make sure that Flint doesn't die?
Wait, when did this happen?
What heal did you cast on him?
Just heal. The not healing word. The cure wounds or whatever. The
Level
get
1.
him. The level 1. Yeah, it's a level 1.
May I suggest?
Roll it for
May
me.
I suggest we wait?
Wait, when did this happen?
You can suggest.
Let's just see how this pans out before we start splitting off.
Just before daylight, we sent an incursion force. Didn't go well.
14 hit points back.
Okay. You see now the wound that you saw, it actually seals up. He kind of stands up more straight. Next time, ask first. Don't just do it. I was standing fine. And you,
He never asks.
half-elf, they were well-trained men. Strong soldiers, not of the militia. They were proper Tem army.
We can
Wiped out
deal
like
with
nothing.
we can deal with the army. We can fight them, but we came back here because this problem is much bigger than you think. There is a very big force out there that is Tem army. We also have very trained, skilled leaders that are leading these people. This is a serious problem.
It is actually quite serious.
Yes, I
we
noticed
might
how
be
skilled
able-
they were.
No. Not just those were the grunts.
Yeah.
Too far.
And then there's that bloody jet.
Yeah, don't talk about that, please.
A what?
Nope. He's actually. not allowed
I tell him
drink.
to come in closer. Just come here.
Gopher.
And I whisper in his ear. Giant. Don't want to cause panic and alarm.
The town needs to be ready.
Yes, they do. But the best thing we can do right now is do something to discombobulate them.
What are they doing with their fingers?
Gophers.
Go first. Sir.
We had a
Go
gopher problem.
We have
Big
cleared
gophers.
And now we have bigger things to deal with than small ground creatures.
No,
Yes.
big gophers. Really big
Big
gophers.
ground creatures.
These gophers were
Oh.
gigantic.
I just some. No,
I get the idea.
He's already had enough of us.
Yes, I have.
is there a way that you can get any help to a larger settlement? We need to get some word to get more help out there. This is a serious issue. You have an incursion in your lands. They are but us and your militia are the only thing that are standing between them and running straight into the capital city.
Basically.
They want to split the forces. Clever.
We have something else we discovered, but don't want to talk about it necessarily out on the open because we found out what has been taking those the ranchers' crop things.
What
I know.
else?
I'm going to whisper this because this is really, you do not want to hear this. There is a civilization of goblins that lives beneath your legs right now.
It's true.
Yes,
It's actually
and?
really true. There's a lot of goblins.
And they're very pissed.
We were working on talks to get them to join us. What did you do?
It's more like what did they do? They captured us in one of their traps and tried to kill us.
And then we killed
I'm
them.
tiptoeing back, just so you know.
In the
Yeah.
caverns themselves or within their city?
Within the caverns.
Rebel forces.
Do they have a rebel force?
They have the problems of the lesser creatures. You know goblins, they fight amongst themselves. There were some that were kicked out.
I
Well,
have actually
As
no idea
long
about
as you didn't
goblins.
cause a problem, in the main city or with the prince, we're fine.
Oh, that guy.
Pretty sure we caused a problem.
With
We,
that,
we sealed him in. A little bit.
Yeah.
I need
Ma-
to go and immediately write a letter.
May have killed the dragon.
The rest of you just...
several of them actually.
Yep.
It was
What?
a glorious
It wasn't my
battle.
fault.
No
They
one
had-
told us that there was a goblin city
Darn
in
it.
this place.
You never informed us that we might be running into goblins that you're trying to have peace talks with while you
Goblins.
They're buried deep underground.
Maybe
I
at least
pointed you to the
warning.
south.
And you also told us that we had to do, you said the missing cattle from the rancher, who is unfortunately smashed into like jelly at this point. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened to him. Maybe these rebels or whatever. But we went to go investigate to figure out what was going on, and we ended up in the cavern. And we
We
kept
were
trying
under
to find
attack.
we were trying to find the origin of the thief, and we found the city. And then one of their crazy winged things tried to kill us.
Oh.
And then we fought back. It was self-defense.
You killed some of
Lawyer.
their wyverns.
Their wyverns?
Wait, what?
They have wyverns.
Oh, we killed
That's
like
why
4
we
of
want
those
them on
things.
our-
What?
We killed lots of them.
I
Yeah.
think that yes, we did.
Okay, this is bad. You find something that won't screw up more stuff. I'm going to go and communicate. I have to communicate to. I've got to skip my. He's
Well-
going to kill me. I've got to communicate directly with Lord Sekmoth. This is not good.
We did have a plan to make it look like Tem was behind all of it.
They
Not
don't know. They do not know it was you. They do not know
Yeah.
it was us. They do not. We are nowhere with you. All they know is that something crazy happened. We didn't say we are from from the town above. We are here to rape your children and murder your women or whatever. That wasn't what we said.
we definitely didn't say that.
No.
That's not ever what.
No.
Yeah.
Who would ever say?
But
I don't know.
Tim.
Tem.
we
Yeah.
do have some Tem guards clothing, and we were planning on dropping it off near one of their entrances and kind of making it look like Tem was behind the attacks. if you
It's
need
not a bad
assistance
idea.
in getting them on your side.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
I'm going to go communicate with Lord Sekmoth immediately. I will tell him of this plan. The rest of you, just stay in town and keep your eyes open for anything, because we don't know if they have forces arriving, and soon.
Quick question. Do you have any wounded that need tended to?
The wounded were all slayed. The rest
They
of them
killed
have been
everyone.
tended to.
Okay.
I
In that case,
was worried about them first.
let us go.
He turns
Zagulus?
around,
Yeah.
muttering under his breath, and runs off back into the town full sprint.
It's not our fault the dumbass didn't tell us where the damn goblins were. We didn't know the goblins were here. If we'd known that they were goblin rebels, we wouldn't have been going nuts through the caverns.
It's definitely information that would have helped.
Yes,
Also, the goblins attacked us first.
they did.
I think that's right.
They did. The wyvern attacked us first. That's what happened. We went
Did-
down into the area. We found the wyvern. The wyvern went towards us, and then we shot at it.
Didn't we provoke it? Did somebody provoke it?
No.
No.
It just attacked us?
You remember you went to side. You went down. You slid and you flew off the edge, barely catching yourself on the bottom ledge.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
And then the wyvern started going after you,
That's
and
right.
then we started shooting at it.
That's right. Yeah. We almost didn't make it out at the time.
That time?
Well, every time.
Yeah.
I was always fine.
To be fair, you did take the prince on head-to-head, one-on-one, and kind of beat him.
He's
Kind of.
my bitch.
All right, so you're on the edge of town. What are all of you doing?
Well, should we find
I'm-
a tavern?
Yeah, I was going to say
What's happening?
Zangulus and Raven and Carrick should probably be doing some sort of observation. I'm going to the tavern and going to pretend that this is a better situation. Or no, Carrick, can you entertain the people and make them feel better?
That's a good idea.
I guess it could.
All right. So,
I can help.
Said they built ramparts, right?
sort of like
Yeah.
basic rampart edges of the town, mostly cover for anyone that might be shooting. But it does
Okay.
provide some form of cover and defenses for the town.
Can I just go along the ramparts anytime there's a...
They're
Like a
more of a
lookout
barricade
point.
than a rampart. They're not that
Oh, okay. Well, are
They're
there any
like
lookout
half
points
height.
then?
barricades.
Civil
No tall,
barricades, yeah.
yeah, those are still being like quickly built small watchtowers, but
Gotcha.
it hasn't been
Okay,
that long.
I have an idea. Flint,
Yes.
go get us some ale. Go get
Yes.
like a casket of ale. And then Flint and I and Zangulus, well,
A
all of
casket?
us. Yes, because Flint is going to need it. And then what we can do is we can go help these people build their defenses. We have
All right.
Flint has a expertise in building things. He's a dwarf. Well, some sort of expertise. Zangulus knows the area. I am fairly I think I can put heavy logs and things. And yes, we all have skills that can help defend these help them defend this place. Besides, we barely need a freaking wall. This is a huge town without having a wall.
Yeah.
Well, we
Does
didn't
anybody
need
have an
walls
idea of how to deal with a giant?
Yes, you throw a flint at it.
Oh.
I have 2 ideas.
Flint basically he basically
I
took on a
did
giant
one,
before
I did
single-handedly
two.
in one. So I'm pretty sure Flint can take care of the giant.
Yeah, but that giant didn't wear armor, and this one has a sword.
The other one had a metal warhammer.
I think it's gonna be fine. I'm not so concerned about the giant. In fact, I'm with you. I think we should start working on getting people together and help building some defenses.
Yeah, I'm not as concerned about the giant as all the giant's friends.
Mhm.
I
The
mean,
giant is a distraction, while his thousands or hundreds or dozens of friends.
However
can
many,
slaughter
yeah.
everybody.
if the giant might kill me, that's fine. It'll be a glorious battle. I will find my honor in that fight.
Hopefully you won't die. That's hopefully. Let's try to keep you alive.
But it won't be so bad if I did.
Usually the dying is Carrick's job. You're there to hit things in the face.
Rude. 2, I don't have any more points.
Is that correct?
Still rude.
Ale coming soon.
Since when are rogues
Flip
polite?
walks off towards the tavern. Is anyone going with him?
I'll go with him. I tell Zangulus, go take the rest and go find out where we can help start building these things.
Yeah, I'll go look for the nearest tower being built. I feel that's the most important thing right now.
I'll follow to the
Alright.
tavern.
Okay. Iski's headed to the tavern. Raven and Carrick, what are you two doing?
I'm also
Fisky's
gonna
going
go-
to the tavern. I'm going with Zangulus.
All right, you head off with Zangulus. Carrick?
I'm gonna help Sangulus with constructing defenses.
All right, we're going to start with the three headed to... Now, I'll do them in a minute since Flint's not there. All right, the three of you heading off to look to the defenses. Zangulus, since you have walked off to take the lead, what are you doing?
Just wherever the closest lookout is being built.
Okay. There's
That's what I'm heading
one up on the hill to the south of the town, but, you know, a few hundred feet beyond some of the first of the hill homes. It's a good spot for it, so they've started construction over there. You can see a group of about 5 or 6 people from this distance milling about, carrying in pieces of lumber, hammering going on, as you can see them building up this lookout tower, but it's not completed. You see a framework starting to be assembled.
All right, well, I'll walk up to one of the guys building it then. How goes it?
Can I help you?
Just trying to see where we can assist with putting up these towers.
I mean, yes, if you'd like to help, we could... Hold on. Samuel! We have some more volunteers. You seem quite well armored for volunteers.
I feel like getting these towers up is pretty important.
A gruff sort of... He's halfling, but got sort of a bulbous nose, gray hair that's slicked back a little bit, balding spot up top, a little bit of an unkempt, unshaven, salt and pepper beard going on, and just sort of a scruff. Tanned face comes up. Well, if it isn't little Zangulus. Where were you?
Where was I?
When the
I was out
town
scouting the
hit.
area.
When the town was hit. Not this time, but before. When your parents were taken. When we were all taken.
It's a very, very long story, unfortunately.
Well, at least you're here to help now.
Yes.
Alright. We've got the construction underway, but we need some lumber.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we can get lots of lumber.
Get to Carton. We've got it in the center of town so we can disperse it throughout.
All right. As soon as I get my dwarf friend again, I'm pretty sure we'll be getting plenty of lumber quickly.
We need 3 good piles.
All right.
And you can help us build.
Thank you.
As you walk off towards the center of town where he pointed you, you can see the pile of lumber down there now being used to reinforce and they're digging back into the hill that had collapsed, reinforcing, trying to build up a town hall once again. You see other people dragging off lumber in different directions, so you can start carting it there. Now, the three of you that have gone to the tavern, you arrive outside. It seems almost jovial. Everything seems kind of upbeat and in good spirits for everything that's gone on to this point. It's a little confusing.
Walking to the tavern. Open up. Just be like, we are here for a casket of ale.
I turn around and walk outside, and I'm just gonna sit right out front.
You good? It's good.
Just in case.
Ale.
As you walk in, a small form on a swiveling stool up at a bar that has been rebuilt turns around. You see black, slick back hair, birthmark across the side of the face, little gnomish figure. It's a cask of ale, you moron!
Then give me a cask of ale.
Is that?
How are the mini tourists doing these days? I didn't think you wouldn't recognize me after this long. It's only been a short while.
Mind no tourists.
Mini tourists.
Mind no. Maybe it doesn't translate well into little gnomish bullshit, but it is minor tourists.
Bullshit? I do like that he is willing to talk to me that way. After last time.
But last time.
Yes, when you had your head through a wall. Oh, don't you remember the docks?
Yes, fuck you.
And I love you too.
Listen, I am here for a cask of ale. You can cause mischief and mayhem somewhere else, or you could actually help us and maybe cause mischief and mayhem with the fucking theme gains out there in the forest. These are people who worship you. These are people who worship you.
And I'm providing them with a party.
But the theme gains are about to kill them.
Roll me a perception check.
Where's I put away my D20? D20. 16.
Okay. It's pretty easy to notice now as you're looking around, as you're waving all these people. You look behind you and you notice Iski, who had turned around to go sit out front, is mid-step turning around. The rest of the people in the bar stopped in place as you're having the conversation with them. Flint is moving about normally.
Flint, jackass god, Flint.
I remember Ollie.
Maybe you don't tell my followers that there's a bunch of people in the forest waiting to kill them.
Well, then do something about it. You're a god. Deal with it.
Gods can only do so much after the rending.
The rending? Oh, yes, whatever. But anyways, what you need to do, my friend, is to, I don't know, do what you did in the last place we were at, to the theme games. I'm sure they will enjoy mischief and merriment as much as you do.
Limited number of things that I can do. I'm only here because I have a message to deliver.
To us?
Not you. Not you. Who is it? Oh, she did come here. Her.
Iski?
The dragon lady?
Snaps his fingers. Iski, you find yourself now walking step into the tavern, even though you just turned around. Looking around. Everybody stopped moving except Flint and Garrett.
Hey, Flint. Hey, Garrett.
Iski, Aladamora. Aladamora, Iski.
Yes, hello.
He is a god.
I think I recall something about this. Is everything okay in here?
Apparently he has a message
it'll
for
be
you.
fine. I have been sent to deliver a message to you. I don't like being an errand boy, but Hops off the stool, comes over to you. Just kind of as if he's reaching up to pull you in closer. He doesn't actually make physical contact, yet you feel yourself drawn naturally closer. You see him lean up and he whispers into your ear, and I'm going to send you a whisper.
Ooh. DM whisper is exciting.
Suck it. My whisper. Oh my goodness, this is a paragraph long.
Oh, I forgot an announcement at the start.
What's the announcement?
Go
Secrets
ahead and
don't
do
make
your
friends.
announcement while we're whispering.
Yeah. So for those who missed it, the first episode of our awesome B&G tabletop gaming stream where we played Battlestar Galactica for 7 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. 7 hours. There's going to be 7 of these episodes, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Actually, I think it was
We're,
actually about 6 hours, but yeah, either way.
Flint plays Admiral Adama.
Admiral William, Bill Bob Thornton, Oscar, Bilbo,
Dadmiral.
Adama,
And Grakees plays
Cylon.
you play
Gaius Baltar,
yeah,
savior
Gaius
of humanity.
And
Scientist
Dennis
extraordinaire.
of the jail.
It's just so misunderstood. Poor guy.
President of the brig.
Sophie has such a great poker face.
She probably has dirt on one of us now.
You know, it's terrifying when Grakees tells me that he has a message, a whisper to send to me. Because if I could just tell you,
I mean, you could.
I can't.
Yeah.
You see
Technically-
him, Aladamara steps back and goes, whatever you want to do with it is up to you, but there you have it. Now my errand's done and I can go back to what I was doing. Oh, Nixie says hello. And with that, he turns into a puff of smoke, and everyone goes back to their sort of jovial party-like atmosphere. You see now casks are just lined up across the bar. Very expensive-looking ones.
I just grab a cask and start walking away. For the building! And then walk.
Follow.
Nobody seems to take notice too much. They're busy partying.
Follow the scent of the blood of the orb. Follow the scent of the blood of the orb.
What are you mumbling?
Follow the scent of the blood of the orb. Does that make sense to you?
Follow the scent of the blood of the orb.
Yes.
So it must... What orb?
There's something... There's something evidently that needs to be... Oh. Does this make sense to you at all? Follow the scent of the blood of the orb.
We did find an orb.
Okay.
Ali Damara did send us to go find an orb of his. But it wasn't an orb, it was an instrument.
Okay.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Ding.
7 total or 7 on the die? 7 total? You're scratching your head and you can't really remember. It's kind of muddled. You remember an instrument and some stuff went down, but...
Flint. Do you know what this means? Follow the scent of the blood of the orb? Have you heard of this?
The orb. We've seen one orb. I don't think it was bleeding.
I have to reunite something with something.
Blood of the orb. Do you remember the orb?
I don't remember the
I
orb.
don't remember the orb.
I don't remember the orb.
So, when we were in those caverns, there was the orb on the pedestal. Is that the orb?
There was
What
an
is-
orb on the pedestal?
What did we do with that orb?
When we were saving the children in the caverns from the fish people,
Yes.
Fish people.
there was an orb there. Is that the orb?
Follow
Didn't
the
we take
scent
that
of the
orb?
blood of the orb.
Wait. Didn't
I don't smell any blood.
I don't either.
these have the orb?
Hastur?
Hastur? The Hastur. He had
Roll me a
He
wisdom.
touched the orb and went crazy.
Wisdom roll.
I have no wisdom.
There's a piece of something that needs to be reunited, is what he said.
10.
With what you remember, something went down in the caverns there, and you were trying to get to the orb, but before you did, all hell kind of broke loose. Aerothin versus Haster, the weird dark portals of nastiness, and the voice speaking through him situation. And that's the last you can remember of that. I know it was a long time ago.
Callbacks.
We must discuss these with the other ones. We can talk with this with the others.
Yes.
Right now, let us go help them defend the town.
Yes.
Follow the scent of the blood of the orb.
Orgy. Lost my favorite hand axe.
You see, as you're coming out of the tavern now with the cask, you can see Zangulus, Raven, and Carrick walking up to a pile of lumber, sweat pouring down them a little bit as they're going to pick up a whole bunch of wood, and it looks like they have started helping out the town, so the rest of you are in the town square together now.
I put down the cask and go, we have alcohol. Now we can build. Flint, help
I
us
drop
carry.
the wood and walk over.
Thank God.
We need Flint and we
Did
need
you
his axe.
bring cups, or were you just doing this straight from nozzle to mouth?
I pull out a what is that? A stein from my backpack. And like, you do not have your own stein? Oh right, you're not halflings. We always have steins.
Well, a stein, that's the thimble. It comes in pints, don't you know?
I am a pint is about the size of my stomach. So
That's why they have an outhouse.
all right. So I set up the cask in some sort of way that I can pour some stuff out, and then I drink it as fast as I can, and then start picking up wood and carrying it over my head like this, like logs, or lumber.
You've got a pile of lumber, you're carrying it, you look around, you have no idea where to go with it, so you're just standing there, pile of lumber over your head.
Where do I go?
Over there.
Over there.
Okay, I start carrying it towards where they tip point me.
To the towers.
Little shifting. I am ridiculously strong for the size I am. So
Let's not tell him he's going the wrong way.
So, carrying it now where you were pointed up the hill, you kind of figure out the general direction, seeing a tower being constructed. It's pretty easy to figure out. The rest of you?
Flint, I have a mission for you.
Har!
I need you to cut down as much wood as possible. More wood, more trees than you think you can cut down.
I can cut down a lot of trees.
How many do you think?
All of the trees.
Cut down more than all of the trees.
I can't count good, but I think that may not be possible.
Why not give it a try?
I guess put my hand on Flint's shoulder and say, "You'll make it possible."
Don't give up before you try, Flint.
Inspiration.
Sorry.
Didn't know I had a knife there, but
All right, so Flint, what are you doing?
I'm depositing the ale after having a little swig from the keg. Glug. And then go down and chop down some trees.
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Perception. 22.
Looking around, you see a very large tree, pretty much nearby, right up the hill in the flower fields. There's a few of them spaced out, actually, right here on the edge of town.
I shall cut down that tree. I bet it's a really special tree.
I bet you it's like the sacred tree of the town, and everyone's gonna get really pissed
All
off.
hell's gonna
because we're
break
doing
loose
it.
if you cut that tree
Yeah,
down.
fuck it though. You know,
It'll
they
be
didn't tell us it
fine.
wasn't a sacred tree, so
I grab my backup axe.
Do I notice what tree he's going to cut down? Because if it is some sacred tree, I should know that he shouldn't be cutting
You
it down.
see him walking off towards one of the trees and watching. Here, I'm gonna whisper you this info, so you can decide.
No! More whispering! I tell you what happens when you get whispered at. Your brain fries. That's what happens. This is
Something about
dangerous.
orbs.
Yeah,
Bloody orbs.
bloody orbs.
Smell. Smelly bloody orbs.
Yeah, not only just bloody orbs, but scented
Scented.
Ew.
bloody orbs. I need to clear my nose so I can smell the blood
Is
of the orb.
the scent of the orb bloody? Like,
Scent,
does the orb smell like blood?
scent of the blood of the orb.
So the orb is bleeding, and it stinks.
Scent of the blood of the orb. Hold it.
It might not stink. It might smell like lemons.
Of the blood. Scent of the blood of the orb.
Flint.
Excuse me.
What's up? I'm chopping down trees.
Watch out for bees.
What?
Bees. Bzz, bees.
What? I can't hear you.
Bees.
Chop down the tree.
bees.
Trees. Yeah.
Bees. Bees.
No, big trees.
He'll find
You're
the
probably just gonna have to run over there, Zangulas.
Nope.
Flint, go ahead and make an athletics roll for me.
I'm not running over there.
22.
As you bring your axe out, you're at the tree now. You bring the axe up and whack! Really hard hit to the tree. You take a chunk out of it, and all of a sudden you hear zzzz.
Great.
What's that?
A cloud of bees comes up out of the tree, starts swarming immediately at you. And you take
Hit the swarm with your axe.
2 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hope he's not allergic to bees.
15.
You feel them stinging you. It hurts like hell as you're just covered now in bees, trying to swat them off of you. You can feel the venom actually starting to burn a bit, but it doesn't have an effect on you fully.
Because he's a dwarf.
You see as Flint comes tearing into the town, bees chasing behind him, a bunch of townsfolk just watching, looking back at the tree that he hit, looking back at him, and just fall over laughing. Work stops for a moment as people just kind of sit and watch. They seem to have needed a moment of relief and laughter in the middle of just hell going on all around them and repeatedly coming in here to this town. So Flint is providing amusement, running around trying to swat the bees off of him. 10, 15 minutes pass and he runs up one hill, down another. The bees trail less and less and seem to go back. Zangulus, you're just sitting here watching, knowing exactly what was going to happen.
You could have bloody told me.
I did.
So anything else I need to know about these bloody trees? They spit out stinging death bugs.
Only some of them have bees.
Stinging death bugs.
Bloody bees.
Just
Well,
watch.
which one can I chop down then?
I would know which ones harvest the bees.
The forest is to the west, just
Oh.
outside of town is where most of the lumber is gathered for the town. The trees up on the hills closest to the town have all been set up and used for honey production, which is why it's the honey hills.
Okay. Those trees over there.
All right. Down and chop down some bloody trees.
Have I found the place where they can drop this lumber off, by the way? Or am I just
Are you
walking
still
forever?
carrying it?
Oh no, you found it. It was pretty obvious. Your passive perception was enough for it. You saw the tower.
I hope so.
You saw a tower being constructed, piles of lumber being brought up. You walk up to the tower and into the pile.
I'll be back. And turn back and walk back.
Looking over at you, a older looking halfling sees you doing this display of strength, kind of raises an eyebrow, takes double the pile, lifts it, and does this a few times and tosses it down just to show you the flexing thing didn't mean jack.
As he says that, I stop and like, why aren't you over here getting the wood then?
Yeah.
I'm building.
Don't you need wood for the build?
Just get more. You can understand him as you hear him swearing at you as you go in halfling.
I give him a rude gesture in halfling. I don't know what the rude gesture in halfling is. I think this will be the rude gesture in halfling.
That'll be a rude.
Rude.
You know what? I'm okay with that now. So it's sort of this.
How did you do that?
Yeah, like this. Like
Yeah.
you cross your arm and then
Just think Spaceballs.
yeah.
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 Except
Except
different.
he's not turning his hand. He's still doing the.
Yeah.
And it's under the chin.
Super rude.
I'm okay with this. This is now official.
But what does it mean?
What does it mean?
It means you talk like an elf.
Oh.
Oh, no.
There we go.
I'll allow it.
He's physically writing it like into the
Into lore. Wizards, please. This now means you talk like an elf and halfling. That's just let it happen. You know.
Please go explain that to the other D&D channels.
Yes, for now on. Mercer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Mercer.
Mercer.
You know you want your halflings to do this all the time.
Yeah.
So as the night continues on, Flint, you find your way off to the forest. Start hacking down trees. Are you just chopping through whatever you can, or are you dragging them back?
I'll just chop down a tree. I'll take it back. I'll chop down a tree. I'll take it back. How big are these trees? I could probably carry a couple, right?
Depends on which ones you go for. Some of them are like twice as thick as your body easily.
Then I'm gonna chop down the big ones.
Okay, just roll me a quick athletics.
You know.
Just one.
That would be 20.
All right, as the day progresses further into night, the rest of you continue pulling lumber to the different areas, piles to. Now you can see where the watchtowers are being set up, 5 of them around the city, pulling lumber there. Flint, you get 10 full, very large trunk trees that you've dragged back into the town over the course of several hours by yourself. It's impressing some people. The different guards, they seem to be watching you do this, sweat pouring down yourself as you pull each next tree coming in. At the end of the day, you can feel, even you with all your strength, feel sore now, but like you've done good, hardy work, and proud of yourself for doing it.
Feels good. Good hard labor. God love it.
The town now has supplies. Towers are being built up. It has gone into night. What are all of you doing at this point?
I'm thinking. I'm sitting down thinking and reading.
I'm gonna talk with Zangulus real bit, real like as night goes on, as I'm delivering trying to deliver all the wood. Zangulus, could we set up some sort of distance marker so that when they approach, we can figure out the exact distance of what they're coming in, so that your archers have a better general idea of how to fire?
That should be something simple to do. We could probably do it quickly. We would just need some posts.
Something that is not obvious, because, something that just seems like it's part of the landscape that they can use as a reference. That way it's easy to sight, so they know the archers can figure out, oh, that's 150 yards. I know I have to raise it this high, kind of thing. We're dealing with your people, so you know better than I do how good they are with the bows.
Well, anybody who's a local ranger and should be good. Most of the townsfolk I wouldn't say are the best, but I know they've been training. But yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea. Go out 100 feet, so forth. Yeah, I think we can do that.
All right. So is there paint that we can use anywhere?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what a good marker would be that wouldn't be obvious.
I was thinking something like a small red post that's maybe like a foot high. Something that just sticks out of the grass or the local area.
That should work. Does it look like the townspeople are winding down on the building process right now?
They appear to be like things are starting to wind down. People are heading back into town, sort of, you can see them moving a little bit sore, achy, but determined looks on their faces as they head back to their homes. Some to the tavern.
All right. Well, we should probably go to the tavern then and see if we can recruit a few people. Shouldn't take us long. Half hour at most.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we'll head to the tower. Or to the tavern.
Okay. You head into the tavern, and the atmosphere in here is... It's a little bit more calm now from the midday party people seem to be having. You've noticed that, and you know this well enough, Zangulus, that whenever there's tragedy in this area, whenever, especially now, but before, if there was a death or any point of mourning or sadness, it would be counteracted by an attempt to bring a jovial atmosphere, to bring about, fun pranks and a sort of party mentality to push through whatever is attempting to drag them down. But tonight it's sort of wound down a little bit from what it was before.
Is the should have wrote his name down. Is the gentleman I was talking to earlier in here?
You roll me a perception check.
All right. I don't see him.
Yeah, looking about the room, you don't see the gentleman you had talked to before.
Yeah, it was a 9.
Actually, I have to go back through my notes to find his name. Damn it. So what are you doing in the tavern?
I'm just gonna grab a person and say, "Hey, can you go find me?" What's his name? The head builder.
Oh, the head builder?
Yeah.
I think I wrote that down just now. The guy you were just talking to. Damn it, I lost my page. You had me looking for the other name, and now I'm lost my page on this guy's name. Oh, got it. Samuel.
Samuel.
I remembered it.
Hey.
You mean Samuel?
Yeah, I need to see if we can find Samuel. Something we need to take care of real quick.
I think he's gone home for the evening. It's down the way.
Well, if he's already gone home, we need about a dozen people to help us with a quick task.
What do you need?
We would like to put some markers
What's it
out in the
for?
field for the archers in case the place is attacked again.
Sound idea.
Yeah.
You see him turn around in the bar, kind of jumps up onto a stool and then up onto the bar itself and... Listen up! We need 12! I got a good idea. Keep us safe. Hands up!
He has an idea?
He pointed at Zangulus.
Yeah.
He's the one to talk to him. Looks at the bar, you see several people putting their hands up, now looking over and recognizing you from when you first came into town. They kind of look at you now. I mean, you did help, you took down a giant, so there's a little bit of, you know, respect there.
I was gonna say, I also kind of saved a lot of their lives when that thing exploded.
So
like,
you
all the-
see a good
all the-
portion of them.
For all the hostility we get, we did kind of save this town.
All right, listen
Don't
up.
get much from the townsfolk. You just get a little shit here and there as they poke at you, but mostly from the sergeant.
The fucking sergeant.
All right, listen up. We need about a dozen people. We're going to go put some markers out in the fields, maybe around 50 paces. And we're going to use that for the archers as a marker to determine exactly how far anyone coming in is, so that's easier for them to shoot. Should be quick, should be easy. Need a slap of paint and a post.
But the futai.
So you see a middle-aged woman poking her head out. So 50 paces out and just one post. That's it?
Yeah. We need a couple of posts around the. We need the completely circling the town.
Yeah.
We need
So-
several, maybe each at about 100 to 50 paces from each other. That way, if you are in the outskirts of town, any archer on those watchtowers or in the outskirts can know exactly it's 50 paces away. It means they don't have to think as much, so they just have to pull back and fire. And especially if there's a large group, it's easier to hit them.
All right, so... Well, you heard him. 50 paces out, 100 between. And they all go out into the main streets. You hear a bunch of clattering of wood outside. Bits of, like, metal clanging and people bustling off. As you look out the doors, you can see them. They've already grabbed pieces of wood and sharp tools, as well as a couple of buckets shared between some groups as they walk off out of town as the sun is going down and starting to become a purplish twilight sky.
I'm gonna go help them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with one of them.
All right,
I'm
as
gonna-
you go out there, are you doing anything specific?
I'm gonna try to use cast light in various areas around the place to keep it make sure that it's easier for them to see and kind of judge distances and such.
Could you cast light on each of the posts themselves?
I can cast it one at a time, and it'll last for about 10 minutes. Or no, it'll last for 30 minutes. My light, but I can intensify it. I can cast light, then intensify it with a.
No, we would just basically would be using the post as a light, and then we put it down, and then it can dissipate as soon as it's in the ground. You know what I mean?
I can do that for every one, but so that they know what it is we want to. But it's I have to I can cast it. We can cast light at the distance it needs to be. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, okay.
But whatever.
Thinking,
it would. I mean, if I had the ability to cast or to I guess it's curse or to just enchant these posts, it would be easy for me to light's a pretty simple enchantment. You could easily put on these posts so they just light up at night or whatever. But I don't have that skill yet.
Oh yeah, I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking an easy way to get them out there, and then they just need to be put down and then done.
Yeah, I mean it's just and in sort of thing.
Yeah,
I just like to make sure they can see where they're going, so they don't.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Garrett, as you cast light, they're able. You see them starting at the edges, and you see some of the halflings. They look back at you. Large person or small person paces?
Large person.
Double it. You see them trudging out. They go out into the hills and fields. And then you see some of them stop. They all come back to you. As the woman who was out there directing him kind of holds up. I wish I could whistle like that, but whistles, points back to the town. Thank you. They all come back into you. Where are we centering this on? 50 paces from what? The towers? From the center of town?
From the towers. You assume that the archers are going to be at the towers or around the towers, so that way, if they're going to shoot at something, I don't think we're shooting anyone from the center of town. And that way it gives the archers a better chance to fire in mass on things.
All right. And you see her kind of pointing and directing different people, Garrett, as you go up to the different hills and use essentially the light shield that you've done before to cast a spotlight out into the fields.
Well, there's also I have something that can intensify light. Can't remember those, but I can intensify a sound or a light for 10 minutes or so. Let me look it up real quick. But it's what it made me. I could intensify my voice and make it boom and stuff like that. I think it's Thumbry or something like that. I can't remember. But
thaumaturgy, something like that.
Thaumaturgy, yeah, thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Okay. What level? It's a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
So's light, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you neither of those are concentration, are they? Just double checking.
No.
Yep. So are you intensifying the light? Are you using?
I'm intensifying the light.
Okay.
Just so it's easier for them to see, so it covers more area. So it's
instead of being using it, you've got a large spotlight basically that you're shining out into the fields at this point.
Yeah.
This helps direct them. It speeds it up a little bit. Garrett, since you're doing that, I want you to roll me a perception check.
21.
All right. As you've got this light out there and you're casting it out into the fields, you're watching as the different people go out, start pounding the stakes in. Everything, as far as you can see, appears to be fine. Okay. So they pound in the stakes. They're just sitting above the grass out there. They use the buckets and proceed to paint them white and red, different color, the paints that they had available in small amounts. But they do stand out from the sort of green and gold in the grass.
Cool. Excellent.
It takes a couple of hours. It has gone from twilight to night at this point. So while you were out doing that, what were the rest of you up to?
I was just helping one of the other people, like.
Well,
hold
I know
stand.
you two were doing that. I meant the
Oh.
other 4 who weren't.
Ah,
There's a couple of hours span while you guys are working where they could be doing other stuff. So we'll see what they were up to.
I did my working earlier, so I'm good.
I was drinking for a chunk of it because I was very sweaty, so I just drank a lot of ale.
I'll hang out with Flint and see if I can like dare him to do stuff while he's drunk.
I don't think that's a hard task.
No.
No, but it's fun. I bet you couldn't swallow that whole gold coin.
I'll have you know. I've swallowed a lot of things in my time. Little lady.
Why?
But I need some more ale. Please.
More ale to wash it down with, I see.
Thank you. And some chicken. I feel like I need some chicken.
Chicken.
Bar lady, bring me chicken.
You see a younger woman from behind the bar kind of jump at your booming voice going off, looks over. Yes, sir. And kind of goes into the kitchen a bit. You hear a clanging and pots as things fall down in the kitchen as they kind of rushed off. You scared them. They come back out with a plate. We were told this was on the house for your group. It was paid for earlier. Someone knew you'd be coming in, and so it's provided.
Well, thank you,
Another
little
chicken
lady. For the chicken.
For you as well. And she runs into the back, comes back out, brings
Yes.
you a plate of chicken as well.
This is great. We should live here.
Good chicken.
Raven, enjoying your chicken as well, the two of you. So
Yes.
you two are sitting, drinking, enjoying chicken. Wisdom saving throws from both of you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Some special chicken. Oh, it is special chicken, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
5.
Oh, someone's doing something.
Oh, it's all of tomorrow. It's obviously all of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ollie chicken.
Uh-oh.
As
I don't care
you
if it tastes like
proceed
feet,
to
I'm eating
consume
it.
the chicken,
It's not what it tastes
You-
like.
you eat it, and all of a sudden things get a little bit wavy, a little bit odd in your vision. Things smell purple. It's hard to describe what smelling purple is, but you smell purple. And then you proceed to see a chorus line of cooked chicken hop up onto the bar and start to dance across and perform for you.
Oh, my chicken!
Oh my god.
That's some funky chicken. I want to eat some funky chicken.
The cooked chicken do start doing the funky chicken. Raven.
Am I aware that this is weird, or am I just enjoying the show? Because I rolled a 5.
You're aware that it's not normal, but it's enthralling.
Oh, Flint, I don't know what's happening, but this is really cool.
Chicken!
I try to reach out and trip one of the chickens.
As you do, it proceeds to hop up on your hand and start to dance its way up your arm.
Oh god, get off! No! I fall off my chair.
clattering to the ground. Flint, you watch this. All right. So, Carrick and Niski, what are you two up to while these two are in the bar watching Dancing Chicken and falling off bar stools?
I'm hanging out in hills, just enjoying the sunset and watching Stangless and Garrett try to build sight lines.
You're a little robot-y.
You're not ribbity now. You're
Okay.
not a ribbit.
Good now.
But did you hear what I said?
Yes, you're in the hills watching the sunset, watching twilight come as you see Zangulus and Garrett try to build things and direct people around. You can see people carrying posts and getting to work as you're just kind of enjoying the night air. Iski, what are you up
Yes. Well, I was very quietly and stealthily following Carrick. I'm hoping he doesn't know that I'm following him.
to? Stealth check, perception check.
Oh no! Second. We better die down.
16.
Oh god. I rolled a 7. You're laughing at my 7. I need to add my stealth to that, so
Mhm.
that's a whopping 12.
Just like before near the ranch, Carrick, you're moving along through the grasses to find your spot, and you see the little horns and the bit of the top poke up as Iski's attempting to sneak through the grass, but it's really easy to spot her.
Iski, I can see you.
No, you can't.
No, you're completely right. I don't know what I saw. Must have been nothing. No, I actually did see you.
God dang it! Well, I was trying to be sneaky, but obviously that did not work out. What you doing, friend?
Chilling away from the group a bit,
Yeah.
and now I'm not away from the group.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to be left alone?
You can hang out if you want to, but
No, I can leave you alone. I'm just gonna go back over here. If
I'm just enjoying the sunset.
Yeah, me too. Just enjoying the sunset. The sunset is beautiful.
Are you gonna keep talking?
No, I'm sorry. You wanted it to be quiet? Listen, I'm just gonna be right over here. I'm gonna sit down in some tall grass. I'll be right there. So if you wanna talk, sit down, or if you want me to hold anything, and if you wanna just
No, you're not getting the bag.
No, I don't want the bag. No. No, you misunderstand. I'm here to you and I think got off on the wrong foot many times, and I feel that I should apologize for that. I'm very sorry. I don't understand you at all. I'd like to understand you a little bit. So I can see that you want to enjoy the sunset, and I tell you what, I'm gonna go just sit down over here. If you want to talk, that's all I'm interested in doing is just getting to know you a little bit more. So, okay, friend.
You made it awkward, Dragon Lady.
I did. You called me Dragon
Just sitting
Lady.
here.
Dragon
Fine.
Lady. I like the name. Dragon Lady. Dragon Lady. So I turn around and I'm saying Dragon Lady. And I'm switching my tail. Dragon See ya. And then I sit down and I'm watching him.
I just sit like this. Just
That's almost as good as you ever sat next to a Mountie before. That is almost as good as that.
Almost as good.
With that, Iski sits down a little ways away, staring at you intently, Carrick.
I stare back.
As it continues on the night the building happens around, as the two of you are just staring at each other in the grass as it gets darker and darker. You can hear some forms of laughter and revelry down at the tavern now, kicking up a bit louder as something is happening, and night falls upon everyone. The construction of your little project is completed, and they return back into the tavern and disperse to their homes. And with that, we're going to take our quick break. So our cast can get up and use the facilities, and we will continue the story of them in Mealbale shortly. Break time.
Who are you calling Shorty?
I was just gonna say that. Hey, who you calling short?
I am dwarf, not short.
And the screen's up.
Yay.
hey.
Yay, BRB.
I'm leaving mics open, so they can hear the background chatter, knowing who's where.
Grakees.
Wait, they can still hear us?
Mm-hmm. Now they can.
That wasn't the
again.
funny part.
Oh.
Now they can't. Now they can.
Damn it.
Oh, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, that was so funny.
Such a funny joke.
So
I
you
know.
should tell chat that joke because that is priceless.
It was hilarious. I don't think
Hilarious.
they can handle this.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they can handle this.
Do you think they can handle it?
delicious.
Grakees, can they handle it? Flint, can they handle it? I don't think they can handle it. I don't think you're ready. I'm gonna stop.
No, keep going. That's glorious.
This is a good time to stop. That's
Just
all right.
keep going throughout the entire break.
What is jelly? She says, I don't think you're
What
ready
is
for
jelly?
this jelly. Yeah.
It's the wobbly stuff you have with ice cream.
Yeah.
Wobbly stuff with ice cream. What
What?
are you putting on your ice cream?
It's jelly and ice cream.
Jelly and ice cream?
Yeah, so it's like a fruit flavored
He's from England.
wobbly substance.
Different planet, perhaps?
Yeah.
No, you're talking whipped cream?
No.
No, I'm talking about jelly.
I
He's
don't think
talking-
you're ready for this jelly. She's talking about ice cream? I'm really confused. Is this just me?
Well, the jelly it wobbles, so maybe she's talking about her wobbly butt.
I don't think you're ready
Look,
for
let me-
this
let me-
jelly.
Let me
I don't think
is
you're
it-
ready for this
post
jelly.
this in the thing.
Who wrote those
Maybe
lyrics?
Maybe she's just serving jelly.
I want to know who came up with that. The lyrics when they went, you know what? Beyonce's booty and jelly. How can we put that into a song? I don't think
I
you're ready
have
for
never
this.
had
What is
jelly
it?
with ice
What
cream.
is it? I'm so
How
hungry.
How have you not?
Jelly. Who has
I'm
jelly?
not
What
British.
kind of
I'm
jelly?
sure
More
this-
importantly, strawberry?
I'm pretty sure this is like a super British thing.
Is
And
it?
you can also go to a fancy restaurant, and this is how they serve it.
Oh, you actually have pictures. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Let me catch up.
I want my jelly cut into little squares.
What?
It just looks like
Oh.
Jello.
Well, it is Jello. That's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. That's Jello.
Just because you spell it wrong doesn't make it different.
Jello. I don't think you're ready for this Jello. That's not the song. Jelly, please. It's in a jar. So it's a jelly jar. I'll be right
No,
back.
that's jam.
I know. There is jam and there is jelly.
Yeah, and you're wrong.
I'm so right. We're not gonna go forward with the show until we sort this out.
Wow.
Jelly is not chunky. Jelly is
Yeah.
the same. It comes in a jar, but it's the same stuff that you can put it next to ice cream fancy.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Clearly, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Cause my body's too bootyless. Full of baby. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
When she gets back, I'm
Jelly's-
making a roll of perform check.
Jelly is not made for sandwiches with peanut butter.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly. Could somebody please help Flint?
Peanut butter and jam.
No.
Actually, he's
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, yeah, but it's jam.
No. Jam and jelly aren't the same.
They are.
But
Well,
what
jam
They're not.
Jam has pieces of the stuff in it.
No, so
Yeah,
well, no,
jelly
you
is
can
just-
have
Gelatin.
They're not produced the same.
you can have jam without bits in.
That's called
Yeah,
jelly.
because then it's jelly.
All right. I can since I'm at
Jam
my
without the
computer-
bits is jelly.
No, jelly's wobbly.
Yeah, jelly is wobbly.
Yeah, it's
So is
it's
jam.
wobbly.
No,
Are you talking about Jello or gelatin?
jelly is gelatin.
Okay, so you're talking about
Jello
Jello.
does not equal jelly.
It's not so funny.
So you're talking about gelatin. So jelly is gelatin, which is Jello. All right, I've got the English conversions now.
I don't speak English.
I swear words in.
Clearly.
At least none of us is speaking Australian. We wouldn't be able to understand that.
I'm working on a new layout, by the way.
Oh, fancy.
Well, I'm prototyping a new layout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ending up is
Mhm.
good.
And then down here would be. Which I think is-
I realize
Oh,
I
I
had
should have my
my
sit
New-
stand soon.
New prototype Bad Rules layout?
Hmm.
a car.
This currently has lots of meat on it. Hold up. Just saying what would work.
Did we get the matter all sorted out?
I think we made it worse.
More or less.
More or less?
What's going on?
That's
Thank
too many
you.
flints.
I think
That's
we
a
made
lot
it
of
worse.
flint. What's happening here?
That's basically new bad rolls. It's all Flint all the time.
It's the new and improved battles.
Where's Greg?
You run this by Grakees?
He'll be fine with it.
Will he though?
I have control.
You
He's
take it
assuming
over,
direct
huh?
control.
Ooh.
That's actually kind of an
I have been
interesting
thinking of
idea.
that for once we get the board.
Oh,
Bring it aboard.
Once I can get an extra PC and some cameras set up for it and a third monitor, I'm going to do a live board.
Someone has fantastic dress sense. I'm just gonna put that out there.
somebody give me
Thank you,
a shirt.
Flint. Thank you, dude.
I
Thank you for
look
finally noticing that I actually wear a suit and tie to
True.
everything you do.
I put on a tie every damn day for you, and you just now noticed?
I discarded you.
Thumbs up.
Grakees.
I was gonna say, by the way, congratulations on getting Foundry 42 interested in your shirt.
Oh yeah.
Dude, let me show you a picture. Send me a
Oh,
picture.
I
of the
clicked the
dude
link because
Oh,
we're ready.
hold on, one second.
Well, where's
There's also something really cool. Matt Sherman admitted that he watches Captain's Table.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Talked to me at the. He's like, yeah, I watch Captain's Table. I'm like, oh,
Nice.
damn.
I had Calix thanking me for the stuff that I do.
Calix is wasted. He was beyond wasted.
I don't see my messages on here. Oh no. Oh no.
We don't have picture yet. No.
Reconnect, Lamb. While we have time, reconnect. Do a reconnect. You've been roboting for a bit.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Oh,
Hi.
nice.
Boundary 42 guy in Spud Citizen shirt.
That's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Ah.
I
think I got us
when
back
I
in the
started
right
roboting.
spots.
Like when Grakees stopped roboting, I started roboting instead.
It's the
You're
connection.
the furthest away.
All right. You
Yeah.
good?
Or something.
We're good.
We're coming back up.
Okay. There's no more roboting.
Chat knows that we were coming back up because left the mics open this time. We talked about trying that. Leaving
Yeah, they were
the
commenting on
mic.
some of the stuff we were talking about.
Jam and jelly.
Yeah.
Jam and jelly.
Jelly.
But now,
And aluminium.
aluminium.
What?
It's aluminum, not aluminium.
Aluminium.
As the night passes on, you find yourselves different rooms. Flint and Raven, you have passed out on the floor. Is anyone doing anything with that?
I can't.
The others.
Anyone want to draw on their faces?
Wait, who's passed out? I'm so sorry. I was looking up the.
I
Hey now.
I
Flint
dragged
and
them
Raven
to
are passed
okay.
out on the floor.
I dragged them to the to like a couch, check their pulse and make sure they're still alive, and then
Oh, I'm not over there.
and then just let them be, tuck them into a couch or something like that. Tuck them in while they're
There's a
on the couch.
bench that they can be put on.
What about a bench?
So you see
They got their
Garrett drag
rucksacks
them
in the
over.
Tuck
Put
them
them
in
up.
on them. Yeah, they're okay. They're not dead. They just drank
Any-
too much.
Anyone doing anything else before bed?
Ate too
I'm-
much chicken.
I'm nodding off a little bit, trying to stay awake and look at Carrick.
I'm dreaming of chicken.
Are you two so
I went outside the tavern. I pull a chair out from the tavern, put it outside the tavern, lean it against the wall, and just kind of rest there. If I nod off, I nod off, but I'm just kind of resting in a chair outside the tavern, enjoying the outside.
Zangulus?
I'm just gonna go find a place to rest for 4 hours.
All right. There's plenty of chairs that you are told that
Yep.
you have a room available to you still.
Oh, okay.
That the rooms have been reopened. They're not comfortable, but there's bedrolls laid out in them upstairs.
There's bad rules laid out.
Disadvantage.
I was gonna say that's.
Oh,
As I say that's the moment in every movie or TV show where they actually named the title of the TV show. That was that moment. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why there's disadvantage there now. Anyone else?
Nope.
Carrick?
I'm just sitting staring back at Iski.
Are you going to stay awake through the night, Iski, or are you going to let yourself fall asleep?
I'm awake. I'm in and out.
Okay. Roll me
I'm
a
awake.
Constitution roll. Just straight up Constitution.
Straight up.
We'll do it that way. Yep. Just not a saving throw. Just roll plus Constitution modifier.
Total is 16. No. Yes.
If you want to stay awake through the night, you can. You can just keep staring at him through the night. You can keep yourself awake.
All right, I shall do that.
All right.
I'm
As
just
the
gonna
night-
keep staring back.
Continues on, and the two of you are staring at each other through the night, watching each other somewhat intently in a very odd sort of way. Raven, I want you to roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Creepy.
My regular rolls seem to be with disadvantage, so let's see how this goes. Well, that was a 2. That was also a 2. Sweet, so that's a 3.
Which two?
All
do you
right.
want?
That's
Which
that.
2 do I use?
Pick a 2, any 2.
All right, everyone, you proceed to wake up in the morning. Garrett, you can stay awake through the whole night if you want.
No, I'm just if I'm tired, I let myself go to sleep. That's the kind of thing. It's
Okay.
like I'm just waiting
You
outside.
allow yourself to sleep. Carrick and Iski, you stay up the whole night. The sun begins to rise up over the
Wait,
mountains
hold
now. Yes.
I would wake up after 4 hours, and I would come down and see these
That's
two
true.
idiots staring at each other.
They're outside in the hills.
Oh, they're still out there? Oh, I thought they came
You
back.
just called me
Yeah,
an idiot.
Yeah, you wouldn't see
Oh,
that. You
idiot.
would. They're off in the. They're just
Sorry.
outside of the building somewhere.
Yeah.
If they're still out there staring at each other, you're absolutely right. I'd have no idea that's happening.
I'm blowing
I'm
kisses.
half elf, so I don't have to worry as much about sleep.
I'm totally messing with him now.
Man, I sure hope everybody got enough sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Is passing out on the floor asleep?
I don't know if,
For
it's,
me.
if you're using Carrick's yard measuring stick for sleep, probably.
So, Zangulus, Garrett, Flint, and Raven, you all get a full night's rest. Carrick and Iski,
Yay.
you both take a point of exhaustion. So now ability checks are all at disadvantage until you get a full night's
Oh.
rest and can remove a point of exhaustion.
Oh crap. Total crap.
Staying up all night comes with side
Whatever.
effects.
I don't want to talk about consequences.
You're the one who decided to enter a staring contest with a half elf.
Half.
Half elf.
Well, you're
Half
exhausted too, half
Half
elf.
Half
Half
elf.
elves
I
need
like
full
you,
night's
half
rest
elf.
too.
Half elf. I like you. I like you, half elf. Half elf.
Raven, roll me an investigation check, just because it's you.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
19.
Ooh.
Okay. You wake up, you feel a bit out of it, groggy, you stand up, check yourself as you always do, because you're a very careful person, and... Huh. Your purse, your coin purse, feels lighter than it should.
No.
Digging into it, you are 50 gold short.
Yeah. All right. Suppose I have any idea who did it either.
No
Alright,
idea.
it could have been
at
me.
all.
Am I short? I don't know.
You are short. You're a dwarf.
I'm
Donut.
actually short for a dwarf.
It's a good one.
Disadvantage.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to find Flint.
He's sitting right
Is he
next
passed
to you,
out near me?
tucked in, passed out.
Okay.
and
I
just
want
starting
to-
to stir.
I want to access his coin purse and just see if it's roughly as light as I think it should be.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh no. 10.
Flint, perception, disadvantage.
Well, because it's disadvantage, I won't be taking the nat 20. Instead, my perception would be 17.
Cool.
Your eyes start to open as you see Raven very quietly, or attempting to be quiet, approaching you, but a floorboard just right as she's stepping up to you.
Hey! What are you doing, you sneaky little rogue? Get your hands off my sack.
Am I awake enough to hear this?
You could hear it from outside. You heard.
I immediately
The
busted.
booming
I'm like,
voice.
who is touching Flint's sack?
That's what I. Somebody touched mine while I was sleeping, and now I am missing some gold.
Somebody
wanted to
touched your
see
sack. Wait,
if
wait,
you
wait,
were
wait,
missing-
wait, wait. Somebody
Yeah.
touched your sack.
Yes,
That is
Somebody-
completely
they
broken.
inappropriately
No one should-
touched my sack.
They should not be touching your sack.
I'm
but
the
you
only
were-
one that has that privilege.
You were passed out on the floor though. What
Maybe
happened?
a little bit, yeah.
Did you just get really, really drunk?
There were dancing chickens, and I fell out of my chair. I don't really remember, but
You must
The
have
next
been
thing I
really,
knew,
very
I-
drunk.
They were very tasty dancing chickens. Obviously. Very tasty.
There was one crawling on my arm, and then when I woke up, I had been robbed.
I'll check my
I
pouch.
forgot to mention that that Ali Damara was in the tavern earlier.
You could have said something sooner,
Flint, no.
because now I'm missing gold.
I had ale.
This is literally the worst thing that could happen to me.
Oh, come on. You could die.
But dancing chickens, they were hilarious.
Probably worse than that.
Flint,
for
you
her.
check your coin pouch. From your ability to kind of tell, as far as you know, you aren't missing anything there. You double check, since now she's talking about being robbed. You got your weapons, you got your axe, everything's in your bag. Where's your croc necklace?
What? Someone stole my tooth.
Wait, the tooth that you took out of the crocodile?
My bloody crocodile tooth. Have I still got my minotaur horn?
It's still in the bag.
Okay.
Well,
Where's
it's still strapped up behind you, mostly.
the horn? The horn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The horn.
Okay. Good. Bloody! Someone's taken my bloody tooth. That was the first beast I slew.
Who would steal a tooth?
That tooth. That tooth, my friend. Was
Wait.
special to me.
Say, wait. That you had something important taken from you, and she had something important taken from her. There is some kind of weird magic going on here.
That's
Yeah,
bloody
we should
Ollie
leave.
Demora stolen my tooth.
It may be, but it could be
I'm
somebody
gonna-
else.
God or no God, I'm gonna kill that bugger.
Thank you. Finally, someone agrees with me. Ali, I know you can hear me. Why did you take his tooth?
No response.
Fuck you, Ali.
Seconded.
So, as everyone stirs, the morning comes to. What's everyone doing now?
Is
Staring.
anyone else missing? Am I missing anything?
Roll an investigation.
I don't know what my investigation is. 15.
Checking yourself over, as far as you can tell, there's nothing missing from you.
All right. Garrett, you might want to check yourself.
Okay. I reach into my pants. And I look around. Oh. You mean, okay, yes. This is a good idea. Sorry. Yes, but this is a good idea.
If somebody's taking
Self-
valuable things, then
Self-check. It's important. It is a medical procedure. It is important. You should do it.
Roll a constitution check and then a investigation.
A 4. And then the investigation, a 21.
You don't find anything
Okay.
missing, but patting yourself down made you a little bit too happy.
oh,
I'm okay. I proudly walk around. I don't care. These people have seen me naked, okay?
Oh no, not that
Not
kind
my
of happy.
choice.
You're done being happy already.
Oh, God. Really?
oh.
I promised you that would happen.
I'm going to go outside.
It was a medical procedure.
You could call it that. You too?
I do.
All right,
It is called
Carrick,
Asunder.
Iski, you're still sitting in the hills staring at each other, exhausted now. I want the two of you to roll me perception checks. Disadvantage on these.
That would be an 8.
I rolled a 14. What do I do with disadvantage?
You have to roll twice and take the lower.
Thank God you were here, DM. Thank you. 15.
15 total?
You take the lower one.
So I think it was 14, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a 14, plus your
14.
perception.
Yep. Yep. 14 plus perception. Yep. 15 total.
All right.
Focus.
Carrick, you don't notice anything, but Iski,
On point.
very faintly off from the woods, you hear a clattering and a squeaking sound. Just sort of a... Looking over, you see a tree.
Aha! I win!
Do you not hear that? Shut up. Did you
Again,
see that?
more squeaking, rumbling, getting a little louder.
The trees
Now
are
there's some
squeaking.
crashing. There's squeaking coming from the trees.
The trees are squeaking. I'm about to go over there and see what's going on. I'm too tired to try to. I gotta go see what's happening. I'm just gonna get up and walk over there.
Nope.
All right, you stand up, you start heading that direction. Carrick, you see Iski stand up and start heading that way. As you turn, now you can hear the squeaking sound, rumbling, almost like carts.
I run along Iski and tap her on the shoulder, and I start sneaking.
Hey,
Hey,
did you see? The tree is squeaking.
yeah, they are. Just quiet down.
I'm really quiet right now. I feel like you're a little bit louder than I am.
Here we go again.
No,
Quiet.
I'm not doing this again.
Stealth checks, disadvantage.
Oh.
I'm not sure if this is the right time, DM. Can I, while I'm whispering to him, can I have this arm reaching very sneakily over to try to get the little...
Bag of holding.
Yep.
You can try. You can
I
always
want
try
to
anything you
try.
want.
Okay. So I'm rolling.
That's going to be
Oh,
sleight
I
of
rolled two
hand.
17s.
By the way, I got a 14 on the stealth.
Okay, 14 on the stealth. You rolled two 17s on your stealth. So 17 plus whatever your stealth is.
22 for me.
Okay. Carrick, you disappear into the grasses. Iski disappears as well. She's whispering to you, so you know where she is. But Iski, roll me a sleight of hand. Disadvantage on it.
No. Okay.
All those ability checks are disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Mhm.
Oh god. I rolled two 17s again.
Damn. All right.
I know.
So with sleight of hand, what's that become?
Oh, the dice.
I don't know.
Sleight
I'm
of
really
hand should be
sorry.
on your
I'm,
sheet.
I'm just like hanging out in the grass here, and I'm so focused on the squeaky tree. I rolled a 17, and what do you need from me, DM?
Sleight of hand.
Yes. I don't think I've
17. It should be their dexterity bonus.
dexterity. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't
so
have it
let's
marked.
go +2, I think.
So 19. Carrick, roll me a perception.
Come on.
And you know
sleight of-
that's disadvantaged.
Come on, sleight of hand.
Wow,
Did you see that?
that's 15.
I'm pretty sure.
15 total.
Yeah.
If you don't-
As you're focusing now on trying to be quiet and trying to keep in the grass and shushing Iski right now at the same time, you don't notice as the bag is slipped off your shoulder and Iski, you've put it over yours.
What do you think is in the tree?
Quiet.
I'm gonna go back and get everybody because I think this is dangerous. And what?
It probably is very dangerous.
You stay here and watch. I'm gonna go get everybody, and I'm gonna go tell them that there's a squeaky tree here, and you're watching it. All right? I'll be right back with everybody. But don't be loud, okay? All right, I'm gonna be back.
Iski disappears into the grasses, back into the town. Carrick, I want you to roll me one more perception check.
That's 17.
Now, from the edge of the forest, that's a ways out of town, you can see movement coming through as another tree right up the edge is snapped down, collapses, and you see a large form starting to come through the tree line. It is once again that giant, tall, armored sword strapped to its back as it just snaps a tree over, steps to the side out of the edge of the forest, and you see 2 carts rolling out, barrels all along them. Time to change up the music. You see barrels all along these carts, 4 people pushing each cart, armored up, wearing the thin gain, sort of the tunics over the top. They aren't even hiding at this point, as a couple dozen men apparently step out of the forest itself. And they push these carts further forward, starting to scramble and set them up. You hear distant shouts and yelling as they move off into separate squads, moving in towards the town.
Well, I start scrambling back to town.
All right, you're rushing back to town. Let me just
Wait, how many people were there?
Couple dozen people in standard armor and the tabards, I believe is what they're called. 4 on each cart, and then a giant. 20 feet tall, armored, and with a sword, giant.
Very good.
All right. You start running immediately back to town. What are you doing?
Well, running stealthily.
Okay, moving slowly. Roll me one more stealth check. It's going to take you extra time to get back while trying to stealth.
Stealth plus 6. So, that's 18.
Did you roll disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 and
18,
a 12.
you're able to keep into the grass. You're able to sneak through. You don't think they spotted you, but you keep glancing back and you can see now they're pushing in on the town. It's taking them a little while as they're maneuvering these carts, but they're moving in, and it looks like they're going to be here pretty soon.
Does the town have like a warning bell or any kind
You
of
didn't
like
look for
warning
one
system?
before. You don't know.
So I'm just gonna run up to like the closest guard and just go, get the townspeople out of here now.
What? Where did you come? What are you talking about?
The Thinganes are on the way. They have a giant. Get people out of here now. Prepare for battle.
It's alarm! Screams off into the distance. You see other guards look over and notice him. One of them goes running and yelling alarm towards the town center. Then immediately, coming from the center of town, you hear a bell going off. Now that the shouts are going out, you see people pouring out of their homes, starting to pull on the leather armors that they've had. Crappy pike spears, kind of, you know, dented up, not great condition, but the best they could muster. Short swords at their sides. You see a group of 12 fully armored, led by the sergeant. Tem forces actually come out and start running into the town square, looking around at what's causing this alarm. You see people motioning, everyone in the tavern now. Iski, you hear this going off as you're just coming up to the tavern, having a little bit of a lead on him. The rest of you hear people yelling alarm, you hear the shouts, you hear the bell going off.
Flint, go! Let's go! I immediately run out, probably almost running straight into Iski as we're running out. Because she's
Iski,
like at
you
the
can
entrance,
see
right?
them pouring out of the tavern as you're coming up. You're not
What's
quite
going
at
on?
the entrance, but you see them.
What's happening?
Something's tree.
I'm gonna go talk to the sergeant. Follow us. And so I run towards one of the guards and be like, what is going on? What is going on?
We heard a shout for alarm.
Were any of the towers completed?
Nothing's completed yet. We were a week away. They had to be reinforced. We could climb to the top, but they're not safe. They're not covered.
I'm looking for the sergeant, by the way.
You can
We
see
will
him
see
off
you.
at the center of town.
I'm darting right to him.
You now, the rest of you, as you're talking to the sergeant, can see Carrick come bolting down the main thoroughfare. It's not that long that you couldn't see him.
Carrick!
What's going on, Carrick?
We have about 24 men and a giant, and they have cards, and we're fucked. Just get.
We are not fucked. We have a fleet. Let's go. Flint, you can go fight the giant.
Excellent.
Wait a second. What do you mean a cart?
It had card and barrels. I don't know. It's
What kind of barrels?
probably the.
The type.
The boom boom barrels? Since we saw
They were
earlier?
long tubes.
It's probably the explodey barrels.
The big bada boom barrels.
Yes. So
All right,
Great.
Let us get the people.
Fantastic.
Let's just rally the townspeople, and we will take on them the brunt. If we have them supporting us, it will be helpful. But let us go. Let's go. Come on.
You start rushing now to where Carrick directed you, and as you're heading to that edge of town, you can see now about 500 yards off very clearly the giant there, the townspeople behind you screaming, scrambling, some of them throwing on armor and moving forward. They've got their pikes and their swords, some of them moving in between the buildings, now pulling out short bows, moving up behind the different half-cover barricades that were set up there. You can see that there are about 36 townspeople now that are setting up in sort of a semicircle as the sergeant's directing them from further back in the town to move to different areas. He himself starting to run up to one of the unfinished towers and climbing it for what looks like a vantage point. You have, at most, 30 seconds before they look like they're going to start moving in on you. And
I'm gonna go
the town
follow
itself.
I'm gonna go follow the sergeant.
I look over at Raven and like I just point to the towers, just, and then the rest of you.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm running to the sergeant. Where the sergeant went.
All right, the sergeant had climbed up of the first tower that you saw. That's sort of on the southwest edge of town. He's climbing up it. He gets up there and he pulls out a long spyglass. Starts
What do you
looking out
see?
over the field.
What do you see?
24 men, some carts with long tubes on them. I don't recognize it. And a fucking giant.
Damn it. Alright. Do you have any way of rallying the goblins with us right now?
No! Well, are you going to help us fight or not?
Yes, I'm gonna help
Looks like
you
we don't
fight.
have much of a choice.
I'm just concerned about those barrels.
You and me both.
Can I go kill the giant now?
Let us let our archers do their work first. Then you can go in.
No.
Thin out the men so then you can fight the giant. We're not going to take care of the giant.
Okay.
It is better that you one-on-one. You can face the giant in honorable combat while we do.
It shall be a worthy battle.
By the way, Grakees, quick question.
Yeah.
Did we level last time?
No.
Because we're talking
Nope.
about levels.
You're going to be after this one.
Oh.
Because
All
we
right.
didn't do it.
So
between.
I turn to Flint and I go, Flint, I want you to inspire these people. These people are scared. They're not warriors. They're not fighters. Give them something inspiring, and I will help.
Okay. Okay, so I climb up. I climb up on the barricades, look down on the people. What's the name of this town again?
Mulebel.
You
And
can
I-
see a
I-
bunch that had gathered there with a bow, kind of looking up at you as you're standing on this like half-cover barricade. So just a little bit above some of them, just looking up at you like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm there with my big axe, and I be as intimidating as possible without being too scary, to show my strength.
I use the thermology to like make his voice boom.
People of Milbale, you face a foe today, but we stand by you. I am Flint Bowhammer, and I stand here with my axe, and I will promise you they will not kill you this day. I have shown my strength, but you have seen nothing. This battle will be hard, but we shall be victorious if we work together. Except the giant, that's mine.
I give a
And
good.
we shall be victorious. For me, Bill!
I shout out, "Fear for me in battle!" All, just trying to get it for both.
Roll me a perform
Oh.
with advantage because of the help with the thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm. 13.
You see them look at each other for a moment and then Famil Bell! And immediately like they seem to be rallied. Not overly inspired, but enough that their resolve is stronger now. They look ready, and you hear the shouts go across all the barricades as they look at the forces moving in and start to draw the bows back. Now you can see the posts that you'd set up. They're keeping their eyes very intently on those posts.
Good. I kind of start spreading the word and be like the posts are 50 paces out. You just sight as best as you can on those posts. Open up as soon as you have a chance to.
We were told this morning at the meeting.
I turn to Flint and Carrick and Iski, and I say, "All right, here's my thinking. We let them fire arrows as they get closer. Once they pass that area, the posts, we go forward. We lead the charge in.
Okay.
Let Flint take care of the giant. Do your best to support him, but take care of any of the little ones that survive. Oh, and Carrick, don't die.
One.
Or blow us up again.
Huh? We need to take care of those.
What are we doing with the carts?
We need to take care of them. I would suggest maybe lighting them on fire
Okay, Sanglas.
or
Hold on.
freezing them. We do have the freezing. So, Iski, if you could take care of those carts while we go down,
Okay.
they are big boom exploding barrels.
You want me to freeze the barrels?
Yes.
How many barrels did you see?
How many carts?
Two.
2. And they're close to one another?
I think there are 2 boom exploding barrels on each of those carts. So 4.
Okay.
Very scientific name.
Yes.
At
Okay.
that-
I think I could try to do that.
You hear a crack of almost thunder-like sound, just boom. You hear a shout from up top, incoming! And look up as you see hundreds of arrows coming into the sky.
Oh my god.
Zangulis, you look down and were watching as you were standing more up on the hill with the captain. You noticed the cart with all of the tubed barrels on it had stopped further out of range. A puff of smoke comes out of each of them, and just arrows come flying out of each of the tubes.
Spread out!
Showering across the area. So, need to check for this because the way those barricades are, now I need to start checking the maps. Right,
Checking
so
the
that's
maps.
what
Checking the
happened.
maps.
Nope. 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 No. Wow, I'm rolling like crap. Yes. So that's for those 4. These 2 on the outskirts. That definitely happens. That
I
one
like
misses.
this, so
So
yes,
those 2.
Need more nose.
And the rest of you that were clustered up, you Flint. Nope, that's definitely not going to hit you. Zangulus, it's coming your way. Nope.
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
Yes. Iski.
What's yes? Who's yes? What's yes?
No.
Yes.
Raven. Yes, big yes.
Oh,
A big yes.
big yes
Garrett,
for me.
what's your AC?
18.
That hits. So let's see, I did Zangulus. Carrick. Yeah. All right. So we'll do this. You see one of the outskirts barricades as arrows just come slamming into it. Both of the militia folk that are standing behind it with their bows up try to duck underneath, and you just hear their screams as they're cut down by rain of arrows. Just ah! And they don't even get words out. They're just peppered completely. Same with the center right barricade right there on the front. Flint, you just watch as 2 people are mowed down. Almost obliterated by the shower of damage. Oh. You see as the sergeant's just peppered with multiple areas, starts bleeding, just up on top of the tower, and oh no.
Uh-oh.
As he's hit, he stumbles, and because it's unfinished yet, there was no support for it. He comes tumbling backwards and falls off of the top of the tower to the ground, taking an additional. That's gonna suck. He falls to the ground and just completely unconscious.
I heal him immediately.
I was gonna say we.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second. You're gonna be rolling
Okay.
initiative as this first round went off. Now I have to get to all of your damage. Flint, you take.
I thought
I
Miss
rolled
Flint.
crappy there. You took 4 points of damage.
Rip.
Raven, you take. That's gonna suck for you. 26 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Critical.
Arrow dead.
Arrowed.
Shot
Iski
through the heart.
Didn't get hit. Zangulus didn't get hit. Carrick did. Carrick, you take 9 points of damage.
And he's almost dead.
Yeah, I know.
Took out 2/3 of my health, so
Boy.
still standing.
I'm
You
alive.
can see the crew of 4 around these carts, all scrambling now, pulling a couple of barrels off the back. They're pulling out entire, just large stacks of arrows. Zangulus, you can see this clearly.
I look at
With that-
Zangulus as they're doing this. I go, Zangulus, you know what to do.
With that, you see the giant just roar as the rest of everyone starts just rushing forward, charging the barricades. Now, everyone roll initiative.
Question. I have uncanny dodge, so as a reaction, I have a damage of an attack from an attacker
would've
I can
cut it in
see.
half.
Does that count?
Yes, that would have cut it in half.
I guess I couldn't dex save against the.
So
No.
give her 13. No, it wasn't a dex save against it. They're directed attacks in their particular 5-foot squares. So give Raven 13 more.
Nice. All right.
You roll out of the way as
That's
2
much
of the
better.
arrows catch you, but they don't hit any vital points. So you felt it. It hurt a lot, but not quite as bad as it could have been, breathing heavily just barely out of the way. So we're going to get to
right, you
initiative. Where's
Said
my-
roll initiative.
Yes, I need everyone's initiative, so let's roll for
You took,
this.
you took 9 damage, right, Carrot?
Yeah, he did. Ooh. That's for those guys.
a real pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the pickle.
Yep.
That situation to be exhausted in.
Nope. All right, 25 to 20. Anyone?
Yeah, 21.
Oh,
21 for Flint.
23.
Okay, so Carrick and Flint. Then we've got all right, so 20 to 15.
19.
19. Oh, that's saying 15 to 10.
11.
11? Okay. And what'd you get, Garrett, and what'd you get, Raven?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was paying attention. 18. I had 18.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm sorry.
What'd you have, Zangulus?
19.
Okay. And that puts... And Iski, what'd you have?
4.
Iski
Aw.
bringing up the rear.
Usually I'm the one that's last.
Carrick, you're up. What do you want to do?
I did a Sangulus and go, we need to blow those things up.
Yes, I'm aware.
Are you ready?
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
They're 150 feet out.
That's range of bow.
Yeah, they're just at the edge of the bow markers. All of the line of soldiers are have just reached the edge. That's where they had their carts set up to have range on it and open fire, and it spread quite a ways throughout the town. It hit the edge of the barricades and then went another 100 feet back.
It's like Zangulus sniped the.
I'm
The
gonna
operators.
need Sangulus to draw an arrow.
You can hold your action, Carrick, until Zangulus' turn to time this.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right, so Carrick, you're going to hold till Zangulus goes. Flint, you're up.
I'm going to charge.
No.
I'm so surprised.
It's all right.
How far away is the giant?
150 feet.
No.
And how far away is the closest person?
150 feet. They're in a line out there getting ready to, like, start charging forward.
Then tally ho.
It's all right. Our archers will open up before and hit those guys.
Flint's
before,
going charging into it. Are you going your full speed forward?
80
Yeah.
feet?
Like
Yeah.
dashing?
Yeah.
So 100 feet, closing the gap. Because you get 50 around, right? Or is it 40?
I've got 35 basic speed.
Okay, so you can go 70 then.
So I can go 70, yeah.
You close almost half the distance, then you see Flint go charging forward, just running straight at. Well, what's a hell of a battle?
He has to do it. He is our best chance.
I gotta look one thing up.
That's not a great thing.
But at least it's better than
Our
Kenneth.
best chance being one dude. Yeah, that's true. I have more faith in Flint.
Flint has fought a giant before and won. So
This is true.
He had
Hold
help.
we're gonna help him.
Give me a second. I lost
What
my
could
page on this
possibly go wrong
stats.
here?
Everything can go
What
wrong.
could possibly go wrong?
We got this.
This is gonna be fine.
Okay. With that, you see the giant look down at you, Flint, and just ooh, as he goes and starts charging himself forward as the two of you are running full speed at each other. You don't quite meet. There is, now basically you are on top of each other, but he couldn't quite reach you to smash into you, so he comes sliding to a halt, dirt and ground just coming up in almost huge divots like he was plowing the land as he slides up and has his sword up and at the ready to go after you. With that, seeing the giant charge forward, you see soldiers off the edges disperse and start charging each of the barricades, moving in, each of them 60 feet closer now. After charging from behind the giant now, you see someone somewhat familiar with gold along the edge of the tabard, pulls out a large barrel type item, looks through the crowd, looks over at you, Iski, and throws his arms behind him while holding the barrel and just as he just comes moving in at a blur of speed. As he slides up, he pulls out his arm forward and just lets a shot going forward. We're seeing center, so that would hit. He ran directly past you, Flint. You'd have an attack of opportunity on him.
I do. Sweet.
Yep.
Cut his
If you
legs
want to
off.
take it.
Oh, by the way, can I roll it? I didn't roll a d6 for my waking up for my mental act.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Roll that. Morning came again.
Yep, 3. No. Okay. Attack of opportunity.
Yep. It's just a straight up attack. No rage damage because you didn't start raging yet.
Okay. I miss.
Uh-oh.
What would you
He's
roll?
too fast. He just kind of ducks to the side and keeps
Roll the
charging forward. As he slides up in front of, let's see, Zangulus is up on the hill. Carrick's up front with Iski. No, Carrick, you're with Zangulus. So it's Raven, Garrett, and Iski. So he pulls the barrel forward, unloads, and you recognize him right away. It's the captain from the forest, and you know what's coming for you now. So he takes a shot at all of you and
Crits. Yay!
okay,
We're all dead.
No,
Good night, folks.
the opposite.
Oh, there's bad rules.
It
I rolled a
explodes.
1.
Roll a 1. He
Oh,
rolled a 1. He rolled a 1.
Yes!
Yeah.
And
That's
with
it,
this
man.
weapon, that's not a misfire; it's a backfire on that. type of
Yes!
gun.
Nice.
Which
He just shot
means
himself. You're pointing it the wrong way.
See ya.
Explodes in his hand.
Oh, this is the best.
About time bad rolls meant the DM rolls a bad roll instead of like a critical one everyone.
Oh,
you
no!
gotta
Did he
be
crit? Did he crit
fucking
himself?
kidding
Did he crit
me.
himself?
I rolled
Did you?
fucking triple 8s.
Nice.
So as he pulls the gun
Nice.
forward, you see the barrels now pointing down at you, just a sneer on his face as he looks you directly in the eyes as he pulls the trigger, and there's a spark off the front. It looks like it's going to go off, and then boom, the back of it explodes, spraying shrapnel all across him, just
In your literal face.
Can you please freeze him now, Iski? Can you freeze him now?
Yes.
see, where is he?
Oh,
Yeah, so he's down by, oh man.
that was the best thing that could have happened.
He's bleeding out his
It's-
face. His face is just
Yeah, he
scarred up.
is. Yes,
It's
he
another
is.
houseplant situation.
All
Oh, I'm
right,
gonna
so-
use this to my advantage.
I think you should punch the shrapnel deeper.
Deeper?
into the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his bonus action now, after getting sprayed in the face, he just kind of looks over, grabs a cord that he's tied around a piece of his armor, snaps the cord off, and you see the pieces just start clattering to the ground. And Iski, you look at him as he stands there with a very familiar style of fighting form. He's going full monk.
He's going full
Never go.
Monk has gone full monk.
Never go full monk.
All right, that brings us to Zangulus.
Can I heal and shoot?
Let me in, coach.
You have a bonus action.
You
Don't you have
can't
bonus
shoot with
actions?
your bonus action, I don't believe.
We can shoot then heal.
Yeah. Well, okay.
You can
shoot
cast
then
up to you can cast up to a level 2 spell as a ranger, I think, with a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
If I see you thinking, I'm like, do not worry, I got these.
So I can't remember for rangers. I gotta look it up.
If he has
Give me a
2
second.
actions around, then
I do.
Then he can.
He
then
gets-
You can
He
cast
doesn't
one.
have 2 full actions. He gets
Oh.
2 attacks for 1 action. Is how
Okay.
it works.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, so your action becomes 2 attacks. It isn't 2 full-on actions that you get.
Oh,
But
but could I use a bonus action then to heal
To-
the dude?
I think you can cast up to a level 2 spell as a ranger. I know other casters can. I know Bart. Yeah, we'll say you can because all the other casters can. I don't feel like looking it up, so I'm just going to say that's how it works. Because I like
Alright.
that better. Because that means I can do that too.
Oh,
No.
wonderful.
Let's not do that.
So,
So are we gonna
what
are we
you
gonna
doing?
do the whole lighting fire,
'Cause-
shooting?
Carrick, you
Mhm.
have your held action.
Yep. Here comes heat metal. It sure heats metal.
Did it heat some metal?
Yeah, it did.
What was their metal heated?
I can assure you that there was metal heated.
You see
that
the
metal
tip of your arrow now start to glow
Was it?
as the wood
I
starts
wanna
to
know.
just catch fire. So, Zangulis, what are you aiming for? What are you doing with it?
I'm aiming for the cannons. One of the cannons.
For the cart itself?
Yeah, the cart itself. Light this shit on fire.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
All right.
One.
You-
Boo.
Why
Oh,
waste
and-
my arrows?
Launch the arrow, but as the heat catches it, you watch as the arrow burns in half partway there and just kind of spins out into the grass somewhere.
Damn it.
You gotta start another forest fire, are you?
What we need actual like fire arrows. That's what we need.
Yeah.
It's not making ghetto fire arrows and start getting fire
I-
arrows.
I could get fire arrows as my free wizard spell next level.
So can't you make fire arrows?
Yeah, no,
Hey.
that's a wizard
Can't
spell.
you?
Either way, I'm healing the guy now then, because that was obviously a waste. $12 points.
Okay. You see him as he looks over at you. Not completely useless. As he starts to stir. Garrett, you're up.
All right. So question: how many people are hurt around me?
Around you, you saw 4 of them just outright get obliterated and die. And then people that have actually taken damage and not been dead, you
Not
saw
dead yet.
the
Not
the
dead
sergeant
yet.
fall
Not
off the
dead yet.
tower, and you saw Raven and Carrick both take hits, but nothing severe as far as you can tell. But it looks like it
Did
did
Flint
some
take
damage.
hits? No, just Raven and Carrick.
I took a little hit.
Oh yeah, you did. I'm sorry. You did.
Oh, that's right. He took like 4 points, I think. it
Yeah.
was.
Okay. So everyone is fine. I will use my bitch please heal for later. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Iski and say,
Yes.
freeze
Yes.
him, and then I'm going to take my mace and apply liberal amounts of justice across this motherfucker's face. Shoot them! Shoot an unconscious guy, huh? Attack him. And I miss. There's
Oh
way I can roll
no! Son of a
a
biscuit!
9.
9.
Yeah.
That's crap.
All right, you move right up on him. You're face to face with him. You bring the mace up, and as he's standing there in the stance, he just kind of grabs your arm, spins you around. You get turned around backwards for a second, wondering what the hell happened. Turn around to face him again, but you're kind of taken aback by how quick he moved this time. It's very different from before.
Okay. And that's my turn. Be right back.
All right, so that was Garrett. Now you see the soldiers around the carts are pulling the arrows and starting to stuff them back into the barrels, as some of them are using the large red barrels that they moved around, and they're uncorking the top and starting to, one's lifting as they're pouring into these little like pouch packets, and it looks like they're preparing the cart again. With that, you see
Hello?
as the
Hello?
hello.
Hello? Hello, that's not
What is this magic?
in the middle of battle.
You hear an odd alarm chime coming from the center of town. The bell seems to have broken from people slamming it around too much. It's
Oh, I
making
thought
a
it was in
very
my
unusual
sack.
dinging.
I checked my sack though. I'm looking in there.
Nope. As now you can see 5 soldiers with silver around the edges. You recognize their formation and style come rushing up, trying to catch up to the captain who had moved in too fast, but they're moving in as quickly as they possibly can, bolting up near the giant, but keeping a little bit of a path around Flint there just to stay out of range of that fight. They really don't want to end up under the feet there. Raven, you're up.
What the hell is gonna happen?
You're
Yeah.
right there at the front. The captain had moved in,
Definitely.
tried to shoot you in the face, and is engaged right now with Garrett point blank.
All right. I'm gonna step up and try to carve this guy up with my rapier.
Ooh, you're going melee.
I'm going melee.
She's
Do it.
going melee.
Sometimes you gotta go melee.
Sometimes you have to. Once you go melee, you never
14.
melee.
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you go into thrust, he just puts his arms down and as you just can't land the rapier on him. He's too fast.
You don't get 2 attacks yet?
She
No.
has to 2-hand for it. She has to second a dagger.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, rogues don't get a second attack for quite a while. Iski, you're up.
What's Garrett doing?
He is right in the face of the captain, and Raven has moved in beside him. So the two of them are engaged point blank with this guy now.
I'll go ahead and use my breath weapon against the captain.
I will say, if you do that, you're going to hit them too. It's a cone.
Can't
Oh,
you
that's
step
right.
forward in breath?
What
no
if
matter
I?
what angle she does it at, she's going to catch at least one of you because you're both engaged point blank.
Okay. Is it possible for me to move so I could hit Garrett? Because Garrett, you could just self heal, right? Yeah.
You could do that.
I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah, you can move in behind him,
Yeah.
flanking him completely, and spray right through him, and you would
Precisely.
hit Garrett as well, but yeah, you can do that.
That's what I want to do.
All right.
Hope you have a coat, Garrett.
It's probably the best choice.
So
I have a poncho.
He gets a save. What's your DC on that?
I don't know.
We figured this out once.
I know
yeah,
it,
we
and I
did.
forgot to write it down.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
It's like,
For my breath weapon,
yeah.
I have 2d6.
No, you're.
14.
That's
14.
it. That's the DC.
Yeah.
All right. So he's going to take half damage. He sees it incoming, throws his arms up in front of him, and braces for the shot of cold coming off of you because he saw you do it before. He's ready for it this time.
Do I get to roll as well?
Yes, you have to roll a save as well. Constitution.
Nope.
You're going to take the full brunt of this. Roll your
Yay.
2d6 damage.
How much?
2d6.
2d6.
Oh, they said 26.
What'd you roll?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 in total. 4 and 5.
Okay. So that's 5 damage to him. Garrett, you take 9 damage as the ice comes blasting around. It almost seems to recoalesce around him and hit you with a larger force than him as he was almost steams coming off his body. It looks like he's releasing some kind of energy
What
around
the
him
hell?
to stop
This
it.
guy just
almost.
doesn't die.
So he takes 5, and yeah, you took the 9. All right, that brings us to the top of the order. Carrick, you're up.
All right. So we have organs needs to be taken care of. I need to check my spellbook quickly. I want to see all my spells. There we go. So how are all the soldiers laid out right now?
Right now, they're all running in a line. They are now, let's see, they were 150 minus 60, so they are now 90 feet out in a large line. So some of them are quite a bit further from you. They're rushing at all of the different of the 6 barricades to move in and try and just break right through any defenses there.
It's like, did the townspeople not shoot arrows at them?
Not at this moment. They're about to.
Damn it, I need to level up. That's when I get like all my AoE spells. Since they're in a line, Fair Fire is gonna be difficult to catch everybody with.
Yeah, you'd only be able to catch, it's what, 20 feet across?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able to catch 4 of them.
Alright, well, I'm gonna draw my sword and go help over a captain guy.
All right, you start rushing down the hill as fast as you can, heading over there. It'll take you until the end of next turn at full movement to even reach there because you were up the hill with Zangulus.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, Carrick, you're running. You see the sergeant now get up to one knee, looks down at the battlefield, sees what's going on, and goes, "Fire, you idiots!" With that, all of the townspeople start releasing arrows. They were waiting for a command. They'd been told, hold until he commands it. He was unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Thank goodness he woke up.
So, let's see. I'm going to do this in chunks. We'll do that shot first. Yes, that was a good hit by them. That barricade's down. That barricade's down. So that leaves 1, 2, 4. That also, wow.
Doing a lot of training.
Damn. 18, 19, 20, 19.
Oh,
Flint's speech inspired them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So much inspiration.
Good.
And our planning,
That group
our good
did
planning about distances and
enough.
such.
That group. Okay.
I'm gonna put it all on the distant marker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that one also did that. You watch as 4 of the barricades now start loosing arrows, pulling out a couple, taking shots into the soldiers as they're running up, and you see the Thin Gain forces just as piles of them drop. They took out almost half of the basic soldiers, just ripping them to shreds with
Sweet.
perfect shots. Advantage from those markers really helped.
These
Those
guys
markers
don't
gave
suck
them
as
all
much as I
advantage.
thought they did.
With that, they kind of look to each other and pull out their swords ready for the incoming, just shout back at the remaining bits of soldiers that are rushing in, just ah! One's in the back pulling out their spears, so they're ready for them at the barricades now. That was that. Flint, you're up. You're there, toe-to-toe with the giant now.
Well, obviously, I'm going into a rage. I'm going into a reckless, frenzied rage.
Oh, God, he's going all out.
All out for Oscar! And,
He's going Super Saiyan 2.
He's going Super Saiyan 2. Yeah.
I am. Great. So, I'm going to attack 3 times.
3 times.
Okay. I can get my dice. First one, second one misses, third one Misses. I only hit one.
With advantage on each of those, you only hit once?
Oh, wait,
No,
no.
Yeah, you did reckless, which gives you
I
advantage.
forgot about that. Okay, so the first one definitely hits. The second one definitely misses. And the third one is 18?
18 hits.
Okay, so 2 hits.
We should find out what
Right.
the second one is. Oh.
What did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Yeah, 3 ain't gonna hit shit.
What's your attack bonus?
+8.
Oh, it's still pretty good.
And then damage.
So
Is
damage.
that the right dice? Yes, it is. Mother funster. Stay on the table. Not bad. 16. And
Oh,
19.
Damn.
Total of 19?
35.
Total of
16,
25.
again.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So 35 damage in one shot.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Flint would have literally killed most
As
of this party with that one
Flint
shot.
is screaming at the giant now standing in front of him, fully armored, sword out. Flint takes his axe and, as the giant skids to a halt, catches him across one knee, spins around, and jams the axe straight down right into his foot.
Yeah.
Going for a third strike, tries to pull it back out, but he boom, kicks you back with just the edge of his foot as he stumbles a little bit, and then repositions himself ready for the fight. And it's his turn. With that, he sees you down below him, and he brings the sword up, trying to slam it down onto you. Nope, that's definitely not going to hit. And that one will hit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 27 will hit, right?
Yeah.
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 Maybe just
Brings
a
the
little.
sword down first, slams it into the ground, a little off balance from your strikes to his leg and foot, missing you. You just grinning and showing your teeth before him, brings his sword back around this time, swings it sideways, and catches you full on in the side. You feel the impact of it. Even through your rage, that hurt. And this is going to be... So 15 halved because you're raging because it was slashing. So 15 halved is 8 because I always round up. So you take 8 points of damage. You feel it slam into your side. Even though it's a sharp weapon, you put your axe handle between it, catching it. It more bruises your side as you can feel it, and you push it back off of you, skidding. Now standing toe to toe with this ridiculous creature that you just want dead.
Is that all you got?
Screaming and seeing many of their friends have dropped around him now. The rest of the soldiers continue to charge forward, now just 30 feet out from the barricades. That brings us to...
The captain.
Having felt the breath on him and not too happy with you, Iski, he spins back around in place. Stays in the same space, so it's no attack of opportunity, but he's not facing you now.
Well, if he doesn't attack me, I get to. He gets a disadvantage on his attacks.
Don't you have to be right next to the person?
Well, he's in the same place, and I'm right next to him. So if he doesn't focus on me, and there's and he focuses on somebody else, and I'm next to him, then he gets a disadvantage.
Because you can block with your shield or distract him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Fighter moves.
Gotcha.
Listen, I may be a
that
little
multi-class.
squishy, but I can piss off a lot of people.
Yeah, that multi-classing. So
Yeah.
the attack is that with disadvantage. What's your AC, Iski?
Low, right? 13?
Yep, 13.
That will just hit then.
Ah.
14.
Huh.
9 into 10, so with his plus he did it. What was his damage? Nope, that dropped, so he only does... As he whirls around, you try to distract him by putting your shield in there, but he just sort of swings his leg up over it, uses a momentum, spins back around, and kicks you right across the face, Iski. You can feel it just crack across your jaw. You take 9 points of damage from that kick as he plants his foot back down and gets ready to fight you guys some more. That's his turn. Zangulus, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna grab the sergeant. I'm gonna point towards the barrels, the red ones. And I'm gonna say, "You see those? You see those? You need your best men with flaming arrows to hit those barrels."
We're not prepped with flaming arrows. We
Make
barely have
some.
regular ones.
Make some.
We'll figure something out.
You hit those, they explode. They will not be shooting at us anymore with those things.
They have alcohol. They have cloth. They have fire.
Yeah. But I'm stern and I'm telling him that this is exactly what needs to happen. And then if I have any moves left,
You could easily start sniping some of the crew.
I'm thinking more than I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the captain, the guy you guys are fighting. And I don't know if I have enough moves left to actually attack.
You can attack.
Okay. I will attack him. I will shoot at him then.
It took your bonus action, basically. I'm allowing the quick speech.
Oh, okay.
Yes, speaking is usually a free action.
Yeah,
But-
as long as it doesn't go too long.
But it was more than speaking, like I was doing stuff.
I know.
too, so I didn't
I'm
know.
allowing it. DM
Okay.
choice.
Well, it's a 27.
That will hit.
And since I cast Hunter's Mark on him,
After all this epic, like, Flint, Zangulus is just gonna Indiana Jones this guy.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. All right. As the arrow starts coming in, he notices it at the last second, and you see it turn into shadow smoke, and he flicks his hand right back in your direction as the arrow goes back up your way. Monks, missile snare.
Yeah.
They're mean that way. And you take 5 points of damage from your own arrow being just shot right back at you as if it came off a bow. Just ugh.
Damn it.
All right. So you have a second attack, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm allowed to take both, then yeah, I'm shooting at him again
Yeah.
anyway. I
Yeah,
don't
you
care.
get your full action.
Alright. That one's only 15.
15. He's just kind of looking at you, grinning after the arrow hits you. You take a quick shot back, and this time he just swats the arrow out of the air. It looks like it's going in, but he just knocks it aside like it's nothing.
Alright.
All right, that brings us to Garrett. You're up. This guy has his back to you.
I am going to punch him in the face with my mace.
You have advantage on this because you are flanking, actual flanking.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, so if I have advantage, then that would be a. I probably hit him, to be honest. 21.
That will hit,
Mhm.
just by a little.
So he takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take my action surge,
Mm.
and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Flint.
What's the range on Shield of Faith?
Within range, I can double check, but oh, it just says within range. What was my notes?
I can look it up. Shield of Faith.
60 feet. never
60
mind.
feet.
It's too far away, right?
Yep.
Okay.
As you, yeah, he's out of range.
Okay, so then I'll just cast Shield of Faith on.
You look up for Flint, trying to see if you can cast it on him. You look, he's out of your range.
That's a shame.
He rushed too far out.
All right, then I cast Bless on Raven, Iski, and Carrick. So
Right.
it means that you bless 3 creatures of your choice. Whenever the target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll D4 to add number rolled attack for the attack or the saving throw. And I think bless lasts up to like 5 minutes. Double check, but
Nice.
so you just get an extra D4 for saving throws or attacks.
You good?
It's 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so for
So
1 round.
10 rounds.
10 rounds? Okay.
Each round is 6 seconds.
I grab my holy symbol after I smack him and go, bless my friend Seune. Help me kill this evil man.
As you focus on that, you focus, you aim for Carrick, for Raven, and for Iski. You feel the bless go out. However, it extends out towards Carrick and fizzles. He is further than 30 feet away.
I thought Carrick was right up on top of us.
Yeah.
He was right on top. Because remember,
Yeah,
he made it all the way to the bad guy. He wasn't able to attack though.
You said it took us full action.
2 rounds to get there. He used the last turn to light the arrow. So this round he got halfway to you guys.
How far are we away from?
They're up on a hill, 150 feet away.
So we have 150 feet hill. Then we have a downside, and then we have a like 150 feet out.
The
is where they
field
are.
in front. Yeah, there's the field.
Okay.
There was the tower 150 feet away. You guys, and then the markers all 150 feet out.
Okay. Alrighty.
It was set up on top of the hill behind everything. You guys were on the main thoroughfare. You still got 2 of your friends, though, with it. So they are blessed. All right.
And that's
You
for
see the
saving throws
crews-
or attack rolls?
Or attack rolls for the next.
Yep, you get an extra D4 to add to the total amount.
Just make sure you roll a D4.
Yep. So
I can definitely
you
use
see
it.
the crews now
Yeah.
creating these pouches and starting to stuff them into each of the tubes, the barrels on the cart themselves, not like a wooden barrel, but a tube barrel. They're stuffing them in and using rams to start shoving down in there. How many things? Okay, so they're doing that still. You see the units with the silver around them on their tabards start rushing up. They have moved around the giant, and they look like they'll get up to the captain next turn, but won't be able to do anything. They're still a ways out. He ran in there real fast, trying to get a good shot off, and it didn't work in his favor. So that puts it to you, Raven.
Alright, I'm gonna keep trying to attack the general.
Remember, you get advantage.
Captain.
Stabby,
Sorry?
Stabby, stab.
You have advantage, which
Sweet.
means you get sneak attack, right? If you have advantage.
Yes.
Well, she already gets it because he's engaged.
Yeah.
You
But
do.
This
What?
gives advantage on your rolls, and you get your D4 from Bless. So
He's engaged to my mace.
Well,
We're
alright.
gonna consummate the relationship here soon.
That wasn't good. 18.
Is that plus your D4?
Did you plus your D4?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
you-
plus my D4.
as he's distracted by everything going on around him, he notices still your rapier coming in and grabs it and just barely pulls it past himself on your stab attempts, swats it to the side, and just sort of kicks you away from him. You're unable to make contact with him. He is a hard bastard to hit. He looks like he's bleeding pretty heavily, but he's trained in not taking damage.
Yeah.
So that was your turn, Raven. You doing anything with your bonus action?
What does disengage do?
You can move 5 feet away and he can't do a reaction attack on you. He can't take a swing.
Oh, stay put for now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Iski.
chill.
Your turn.
Is his back to me?
No, he's
Facing
facing you.
But you have advantage. Does she
You have advantage because he's
He's
when
surrounded.
you get 3 guys on him, I consider a person to be at that point engaged by so many that you've got a full-on flank going, so you get advantage. He can't keep track of that many targets enough to have full defenses.
So I think what I'd like to do is use my fangs of the fire snake on him.
Okay. I think I gotta look up how this works.
I'm sorry, I was misinformed. He is engaged to the fists of Iski, and she's about to consummate the relationship.
I'm about to consummate the relationship. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes.
All right, so fangs of the
be
fire
beautiful.
snake. It's a monk ability, I know that, so I just gotta find it. That's bards. No, I don't care about that. Come on. Thank you. Alright, let's take a look here. We've got key points. Here we go. Fangs of the Fire Snake. You burn a key point. You can strike further out, but you're up close. Okay, so you're just roll an attack roll against him.
Remember to add the D4 for attack and roll advantage.
So I rolled a 13.
Then roll again because you have two rolls.
13 again.
But 13 on the die, right?
Yes.
Roll your D4 and add that to it.
Where did I put it? Houston?
Someone looks like a pyramid.
Yeah, we're missing a die. 1 second, I just had it.
And those are dangerous to lose too, because these
Oh,
are
yeah.
caltrops.
You step on
Hey,
it.
I've stepped on them before. They hurt.
Yeah.
Can I have somebody roll theirs? I'm not seeing
Force on
them.
the Lego.
3. I rolled it.
Three's a good number.
Okay,
So
thank
6
you.
plus your don't you get bonuses with that?
So 16 plus your attack bonus.
What's my attack bonus?
Should be
I
on
think
your
it's
sheet.
dexterity.
Yeah,
Uh,
it uses
It's
dexterity,
probably
dexterity and proficiency. So you add those two.
+2 plus or no, it's +3 plus your
+5 total.
yeah,
No.
2 and 3.
Yeah, +5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's +5.
So 21.
21.
That will hit. So you are up to a D8 now, I believe, for your fists. Plus you get a D10 +2.
+2.
Nice.
So
Punch him in
roll
the
a
dick.
Roll a D8, a D10, and add 2 to that.
Six.
6 total.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Did you roll like 2?
You said roll a
D8, a D10, and then add 2.
a D8 and a D10. I'm sorry.
Yes, because of your fangs of the fire snake.
Hold on. 6. 1. And
9.
then add 2. Yeah.
All right.
9 total. Found it.
As you now seeing him try to strike at you, and you're going hand in hand, fist in fist, you're able to sweep your hand up around his. He gets your hand out of the way, just barely missing his face, but as your hand goes past his face, it lights on fire. A coil of a snake head stretches out, slams him right in the side of the jaw. So like how he kicked you across, now you punch him in the face with this fire snake, leaving a scorch mark now as he's stumbling there, really having a problem standing up.
Good.
So that was Iski. Carrick, you're up.
Get him, Garrett.
I run at him.
What?
Carrick, you continue down the hill, charging full on as you were just partway down, and you get to the edge, ready to engage him in combat. He's looking weak. Now, do you have anything you wanted to do at range, or are you just going head first into this?
I'm just hitting him with my sword.
You're going to next round.
Well, yeah. Well,
It took a dash to get there.
I can do some spells.
Bonus action. You can do up to a level 2.
I don't have any.
Hit him with your guitar.
Yeah.
Come on.
El Kabong! Yeah.
What are you doing, Carrick?
Looking at his spells.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a spell that would actually. I have
Can you
shitty
cunningly
spells.
insult him?
I have very shitty spells. I can actually. I have vicious mockery.
All right. What are you gonna say to him to vicious mockery him?
Excuse me.
Actually, it should be in my notes. I actually had an entire thing of insults that I was gonna use with vicious mockery. Oh, but I lost it now. And I just, oi!
Hmm?
Bad time to blank.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! I
You just say
oi,
fuck
you!
All right. I'm gonna give him advantage on this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On his saving throw. Yes.
Yeah.
What is it? What's your DC?
My DC is. Why does this always disappear? It's 15.
15? All right. Hold on. Roll damage.
Nice.
Even with advantage I
wounded.
gave him because the insult wasn't that great. He looks over and he's just so hurt by the viciousness of him saying "fuck you" right to his face that it's like, oh.
So I rolled 2d4s.
So the little bit of decency that he has is just crushed.
Yes.
The fact that he's being surrounded, beat up on, and some guy's like, "Oi, fuck you!"
So
Like, fuck me, fuck you.
that's 7, and he has a disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
7.
That's good.
Be a badass.
Nice. Nice.
How are we
You
gonna be
killed
bad
the
at?
captain with an insult.
After all that.
Insult harder.
After all that. My
I
God.
just go. I just
Wow.
point at me. Just go.
He lost the
"Oi,
will to live.
Oi, fuck you.
Oi.
I don't know. His heart exploded. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
And he starts,
Give me something here.
He just starts clutching his chest, and then
Okay.
just
Grakees goes,
I got it. I could work with this one then.
no. I'm working on it.
Oh,
He starts
you got
clutching
more.
his chest. Just starts clutching his chest, and the blood starts pouring out of his mouth, and he collapses.
I got it. As Carrick comes running up, he skids to a halt in front of him. He's got his sword at the ready. The rest of you look, waiting for Carrick to jam his sword into the captain as he just looks up, and you see Carrick go, "Oi! Fuck you!"
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
At this, you see his eyes go wide and almost like pulse in that sort of anime style as the face sort of shudders. He grabs his chest real quick, looks down at himself. You see him look back up at all of you and he just goes, "I'm sorry." Collapses to the ground as he just bleeds out of his mouth and falls to the ground dead.
I look over at
Oh
Cohen,
my gosh.
look over at Raven and go, "The fuck just happened?"
is he dead?
Heck if I
Hey,
know. Don't take Carrick off.
When
Words
did
hurt.
Carrick become? When did Carrick become a?
A badass! ass.
See
Quick,
what happens.
You're up.
shout at the rest of them. Shout at the giant. Tell the giant to fuck off.
Yeah,
Flint,
insult the giant.
your turn,
My
Flint.
giant.
Speaking of, take your attacks.
Pardon?
Your turn, Flint. You're up.
Oh. Okay. More swings. First one is 27.
Nice.
Wow.
Second
Jesus.
one is. Hold up.
Are you doing reckless?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think he's reckless and whatever the other thing.
He's already
25.
frenzy raged. Yeah,
Third one
that'll hit.
is 25.
Those will all hit.
Yeah.
3
I
for
figured.
3.
God, he averages like 14 per hit, so this could
Yeah.
be like a 40-point damage.
I hope so.
First one is 19.
Jesus.
Second one is 18.
Jesus,
All right.
Well, we're in the near 40s range.
Uh huh.
19. So yeah. And the third one is 18. Wait,
Jesus.
hold up. 8. No, sorry, 15 was the second one. 15 was the second one. So 19,
15.
18, and the 15.
19, 18, 15. Okay.
Yes.
So. Okay.
50 something, like 53.
As you
Damage.
scream back at the giant, both of you just yelling in each other's face, point blank now. As he's bent in to yell at you, you take that moment to spin the axe up, catch him across the arm, kick yourself off of his arm, back up again, catching him in the shoulder. This time you go back up again, swing the axe around and plunge it right into his back. As you pull it off, he stands up. And you drop back to the ground, ready to fight him some more as you see blood now starting to pour down from under the armor. He's not looking pretty.
Ha ha ha! You thought time to die, giant.
I'm gonna return the favor! What's your AC?
Oh god.
It is
Oh god.
15.
That'll hit. And that will definitely miss.
Oh.
Double ones on that second one.
Nice.
Yeesh. But the first one still hits, which means he does. Ooh. 19. Almost lost that. 5, so halved. 13 points of damage. I've already halved it for you. So
It's like-
he brings the sword around, slams it straight down into you this time, catches you across the shoulder as you push your body into it and against it, almost using the bone now of your arm to drive against the cut as it really opens up and starts to bleed, but the feeling of the pain invigorates you and pushes you further. As he brings around the sword a second time, you just throw your axe up and knock the giant sword to the side, slamming it into the ground next to you as your blood is pouring down your arm and you're just standing there staring at him, wanting more. All right, that's Flint's turn, so we go to, or the giant's turn, so we go to, now the soldiers are rushing up on the barricades, the few that are left, so they lost 4 soldiers are left, 2 at 2 of the different barricades as they come charging up, going to leap over it. Counterattacks happen because of the spears. That doesn't do anything, but that one does. As 2 of them go for one barricade, 2 of them go for the other. 2 spears jam into the ones off to the side, just pinning them down as the people of Milbel jump over that barricade and start to stab down at those soldiers, just tearing into them. The other 2, however, make it over the barricade and connect, doing... Okay. They get over the barricade and now they're sword and sword slashing at him. You see that the people starting to get cut up. They're about 100 feet off to the left at the far barricade over there that hasn't been dropped. getting into a fight with the few remaining soldiers that have pushed up. The rest of them are manning the carts, and then there's the ones with the silver rushing in towards the captain, who is now very much dead, and the giant. So now we have, let's see, they went, he's dead. Zangulus, you're up.
How many people are running towards the captain?
There were 5.
5.
Yep, 5 in close formation, all like, there's 1 at the front and then 4, so essentially it's 1 and then a box of 10 foot. With them, they were running up towards the captain, and we'll see what they do now that he
I can finally do stuff
died.
with my spells.
What are you talking about? You can finally do
You
stuff.
just killed the captain.
you insulted him to death. I can finally do stuff.
So,
I can
Zangulus, what are you
finally
doing?
use the rest of my spells because they're close
I'm
together.
going to move my hunter's mark to one of the guys in silver.
Okay.
Whoever's
The
closest to
lead
me.
one? Yeah, the lead one would be closest.
Yep. And then I will take my shots at him.
He'd be 120 feet out at that angle.
27.
That's gonna hit.
Eh. For 16 points of damage.
All right. Arrow goes in, catches him right in the side as he's running in. Now he spins his head and notices you up there. Ah! You can see a little bit of blood.
All right.
Second shot.
Second shot is 15. Or 16.
That's gonna miss.
sorry.
Nope,
16.
16 isn't gonna make it.
Okay.
As the second shot comes in, he gets ready this time and moves his sword to the side, just catching the arrow, and it goes clattering off to the ground. So that's your turn, unless you're doing something with bonus.
Nope. My bonus was
Garrett.
moving the
Yeah.
hunter's mark.
Oh, that's right.
All right,
yeah,
how far
yeah.
away are they from me?
The elites,
Mm-hmm.
let's see, they use 2 turns of movement, so 120, 30 feet out.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand on the body of their captain.
Oh no, he did it.
And I'm going to shout using thermology at them so they can hear me in a booming voice. And I'll say, "We have slain your captain. We will slay you too. Flee and you will survive. Fight and you will die." I'm using intimidate while I'm doing that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll intimidation on this.
19 on the die.
Got 20?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty charismatic too, so I. Oh no, it's strength, isn't it? It's an intimidate. No, it's charisma. So a 22 intimidate.
All right. Okay. Or not. See what they do. Okay. As you shout at them to flee before you, you see a couple of them shaken now, noticing the captain down on the ground. This halfling standing on the body, fully armored, looking fierce. They start to step a couple steps back. However, the one at the front who's bleeding out the side snaps the arrow off, looks at both of them. "Stand fast! We're cutting them down!" 2 nat 20s in the group roll.
All right. I prepare. How far away is
So-
Flynn from us, by the way?
75 feet.
Okay,
The
That's fine.
elite are between you and
Flynn.
Flint and the giant. They kind of went around the fight a little bit and are rushing in at you. They're also kind of working as a blocker, so it's a one-on-one there. They hope the giant has advantage. And that makes it so Garrett went. You can now see the carts are loading up. They're pushing in the rest of it. All of the people manning them are pulling the pieces back out and getting around behind, loading the barrels back onto the back of the cart again, and look like there's some sort of pieces of rope or twine coming off the back of these that have been laid out, and they're sparking something.
Zangulus, someone better take care of those fucking carts.
The elite
Hopefully I'm
now
on it.
charge up the remaining 30 feet on the rest of you. move in and close in and surround, creating a 5-point formation around you. They are going to take, let's see, 2 of them can attack moving to the back. They had to move extra to do it. You get 1 attack of opportunity for the position, because the direction they went, it would be
All of us
Iski
do?
and Garrett. You two would get the attacks of opportunity.
Remember, Iski,
On
you
the
get
way
a
they
+4 to your attacks.
So you can
Okay.
take an attack of opportunity on this guy. The lead one is right in front of you, Garrett, who's standing on the body now. Wait, no,
17?
Iski was there. He's right in front of you, Iski. 17? Okay, 17, I believe, hits. Let me look at their stats. No, just misses. As you take a swing, he parries it out of the way with the sword. Iski, go ahead and roll your attack roll on him.
I rolled a 7.
+4. Roll D4, I should say.
Damn. Three?
Yeah, it's gonna miss. So he
And your bonus is what?
5.
Yes,
Yeah, it's 15. Yeah, so he kind of moves to the side as they come up and surround you. They're taking strikes. 2 on Iski, 2 on you, Garrett, 1 on Raven. Iski, miss.
Yeah.
Garrett, that'll hit. That one's a miss. And Raven, that's cocked. That'll also miss. So 1 hit on you, Garrett.
On me?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Never mind. Okay. Just remember, I have lucky that I haven't used at all, so I need to use that at some point.
9 points of damage on you as he brings the sword around, gets past your shield after you blocked it on the first one, dealing 9 points of damage down to you. That's their turn. Raven, you're up. Now it's just a clusterfuck of a melee in here surrounding your group. Paying attention to the people that were stabbing at them, they didn't even take a shot at you, Carrick.
All right.
Okay.
They have no idea you killed their person. They saw the other was doing the stabbing and fire punching. May or may not be used.
Well, in like melee range. Or
You're
roughly?
in melee range with 2 of them right now.
Okay. Can I move around so I'm flanking one of them?
Not without getting an attack of opportunity from one of them unless you use your bonus to disengage.
I will. I'll disengage and then move around and then come back.
Alright,
I
you
can't.
can move around the one that's up with Iski and injured right now from an arrow in his side, the one that looked like he was leading the group.
Yeah. That works.
Go ahead and make an attack with advantage.
That's not good. Am I still blessed?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Sweet. Well. 17?
17 does not hit. That was with advantage.
Great. That was with advantage.
Told you
My
not to
first
buy
roll was a
yourself
2.
dice. Yeah, I told you not to buy yourself
I know.
dice.
You told me after I'd already bought them.
Oh well. Iski, your turn.
Okay, how many folks do I have around me?
Directly in contact with you, 3.
3. I'm gonna pull out my flurry of blows, I think.
Ooh. Alright.
Da, da, da.
So, Flurry of Blows for you at your level. Let me take a look. I can look it up, see how this works. Flurry of Blows. Immediately after you take your attack action on your turn. Okay, so what can happen is you can take your attack, and immediately after you spend a key point, and you get 2 more strikes against whomever you're striking.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So don't forget to burn one of your key points. Who are you spending your attacks on? There's 1 injured guy in contact and then 2 on your sides.
Who else is around me from my party?
You've got Raven on the other side of the injured guy from you. Next to you, or technically directly behind you, is Garrett with a couple of people that have pushed up on him, and then Carrick sort of cornered behind you there with, it's just like a giant circle clusterfuck of...
I'm gonna focus on the 2 guys that are not injured.
Okay.
Oh my god. I rolled a 10.
Roll a d4 as well. Start that d4.
Yep, roll your d4.
Four?
Plus 5.
Okay, so that'll hit.
19.
2 more.
Do that twice more?
Yep, attack twice more.
d20, d4.
Are you
and then-
focusing on just one uninjured guy or splitting between them?
Splitting between them.
Okay.
4 and 3. Plus 5.
Plus 5.
Yeah,
so-
that's gonna miss. So
20. Plus 4. Plus 5.
Whoa!
So 25.
Did you say 20?
You rolled
Yes,
a
I
nat
did.
20?
Yes.
That's a crit.
And you get to roll your dice twice, your damage dice twice for that one, right?
Just roll them and then double
Then
it.
double it, yeah.
So my 20-sided?
No,
No,
you're
you're-
8-sided because.
God, there's so
of
many
your-
dice in front of me.
Yeah.
So for your first attack on the one guy, roll an 8-sided die,
5.
5, and then it's plus 3, so it's 8 damage to that one. And then roll your 8-sided die again.
6.
So
I like
that
this
becomes
game.
12, 15. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So it's 15 to 1. That guy's at. That guy's at. Okay, got it. That's Iski's turn. Carrick, you're up. So you spin around and basically in a blur of motion, you see Iski throw her tail up behind her to balance, kick one person dead on across the neck, leaving him down and coughing, and slams an elbow into the other one just between the armor and behind the blade, trying to get her fist in for another strike, just misses because she pushed him out of the way, goes right back immediately into a stance. You can see that one of them's kind of hurt, and 2 of these guys now are actually pretty beat up hard. Eric.
I'm gonna go and stab some people.
Stab him in the face!
In the
Right, so you're
face!
gonna try to stab
Stab him
one
in
of
the
these
butt.
guys?
Yep. I'll go for the closest one.
You've got 2 of them. One of them's uninjured, and one of them's kind of hurt.
I'll go for the uninjured one.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
25.
That will hit.
That's a. Is this D10? Yes. 9 plus 3. That's 12.
Jesus. All right. As you spin around and see one of them behind you, he'd been ignoring you before. Basically, you go into a "don't you fucking ignore me" and slash him, just catching him completely off guard, splitting across, spraying blood onto the battlefield. That's now Flint's turn. Flint, you're face to face with the big old giant. You're muted.
Ha
He's gonna literally face tank this giant to death. That's what's gonna happen.
So the first one is 27.
That hits.
Without any help.
Second one is 14,
That misses.
and the second one is 26.
Okay. Were you
Third
doing
one.
reckless attack on these?
Absolutely.
All right, and you rolled with advantage on all of them, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So roll your damage on your 2.
14 and 12. So 26.
26
You've done
total
over
damage.
100 damage on this guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Be a badass.
Yay!
Oh my god!
I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Flynn.
deflecting his previous blow, I stand. I say, you are not a worthy battle. You are not worthy to face me. Now die! Boing! With a double-handed blow. And just kill him.
As you see Flint cry out from across the battlefield, screaming in this giant's face that the giant is not worthy, it moves in and roars right back at him, just, "Ugh, you pathetic, small," and before it can finish the phrase, Flint goes two-handed, swings right up underneath, and just catches it right across the throat, just, "You small," and blood just down like a waterfall, covering Flint, covering the ground. Eyes go wide, and without any more of a whisper, just gurgles. Boom! Boom! Falls to the side. Flint just kind of there, tossing it, the little bit of him that would have fallen on him over to the side. Now let's make a quick roll and see.
A shout at the men. You're next!
Flint, go after the carts, the carts.
So that was Flint.
Carrots?
That means that
Carts.
turn. With that, you see the soldiers on the carts look, turn, and book it back for the
Yeah,
force.
they do.
They just
Yeah,
start
they do.
taking off.
We did just kind of murder it.
You
Most
know
of
what
the
that
soldiers, the captain and the giant.
you know what that means?
We have
The
the
carts are now ours.
Yeah.
I am invincible!
We don't have them yet.
Zangulus, what are you doing?
We've got the 4 guys surrounding everybody else.
I thought there were 5.
Is there 4 or 5?
guys.
Okay,
5
the
guys.
one that I already took
3
a
of them,
shot
3
at.
or 4 of them are hurt. Already,
There is one
so-
you already took a shot at. You can see the arrows sticking out of his side.
Oh yeah, I can. I'm shooting at him
There's
again.
4 of them are injured, and 1 of them hasn't been touched yet.
Well, I'm shooting the one that I've already shot.
All right, go for it.
Oh no, I'm not. 13.
First shot just sails wide. You're trying not to hit your friends in the middle of the scuffle.
Shooting at
Next
him
shot.
again then.
So don't you have this special bow?
Yeah, but it's only a plus to damage, not attack.
Oh.
But I missed that one too. 15.
Still
That's a
trying not
terrible
to hit
roll.
anyone in that scrum is just you're pulling shots, but you're a long distance away, and you really don't want to catch any of your friends. You miss both of the shots. That means Garrett, you're up.
Is there anyone who's hurt by me?
There are a couple of people that are hurt by
I
you.
mean, like bad guys who are hurt.
Yes, that's what I mean. Is you're kind of in the middle of it. You could slip next to Iski and catch 2 of them on either side. 4 of them are hurt. There's
Okay,
only one
I'm just
untouched
gonna go
one
off
behind you.
the nearest one that's hurt.
There are 2 that you could catch if you split between Iski. Off to the side, there you'd have contact with 2 of the hurt ones. The one that was
Okay.
shot with the arrow and one that Iski punched in the chest area.
I'm gonna hit the one that's been shot with the arrow.
Okay. Go ahead and take a swing.
Probably nothing. No bonuses or anything like that, right?
I
So,
mean, you don't
15.
just your normal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
He manages to parry the shot out of the way and is trying to keep himself on his feet.
Flint!
Garrett, that was you. Those were left. So now with these guys standing there, they look at each other. Emergency? Emergency. Yeah. All of them go and pull their sleeves up, pull out these small pieces of paper from them and unfurl them in front of them. You see them use their hands in front of them, and let's see if they can do it. Yeah. No. And yes. 4 of them. Puffs of smoke and shadow go up, and they just disappear.
Oh.
However, one of them does that. You see the scroll, and it just... And he stands there, looks at all of you. Fuck it. And turns and starts to run.
Take him alive.
Don't kill him!
Kill him!
Don't!
So he's he turns and he's running. Are you taking reaction attacks on him?
Can we attack him?
You can if you want. You
Subdual
he's
attempt.
trying to book it. All right.
Crit.
Regular attack, not
Crit.
okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
4.
4 on the die.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4 on the die. So plus my damage, which is 2. So our
It's a crit, so it's 8 plus
oh,
2.
yeah. 8
As he
plus 2.
turns and starts to
10.
run, you see his arms go behind him. It's that very familiar thing. You're starting to get a pattern here with these guys, at least with the ones that were working with the captain. However, before he can move, you've seen Iski do this enough to start to learn and figure it out. You jump up off the captain's body and bring the hammer down right across the back of his head. Just to the ground, unconscious. You were going for non-lethal. I always allow non-lethal if you call for it. So you catch him right across the back of the head. Perfect shot. Just lights out.
I got one.
And with the unconscious guy there, the others fleeing, the 2 carts abandoned, a slain giant, and the captain dropped because of the backfire on the gun really messing up his plan. We're going to end this episode of Bad Rolls.
Oh,
It's been almost 4 hours, guys.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well done.
Seems like you did some good for Meal Bal this time.
Look at this!
We only lost 4. I think we only lost 4 civilians, militia. in the
Not bad.
process.
We did.
Die this week.
I
Yeah.
didn't think he got hit.
I actually.
Oh no, you did get hit, didn't
I
you?
think I did.
Yeah.
He got hit and he actually killed somebody.
Yeah. He killed someone in the most bizarre way ever.
Those rolls from
I've killed
the
people before.
townsfolk just ripped apart their entire line of soldiers they were sending in. Yeah, they were cannon fodder soldiers, but so were the townspeople.
Yeah.
They just rolled really fucking well.
Advantage plus the inspirational speech from Flynn. I'm giving Flynn
Yeah.
the credit for the sprint with this.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
had advantage on the rolls for stuff. So yeah, that came across awesome. Good job.
Good job.
I just
team.
do what the dice tell for the story. It could have gone very badly for you guys.
I was
they
expecting
were
that to go
one
really
turn
badly.
from loading those things up. If
Oh
you
no, I
noticed.
knew. I figured they were
Yeah.
one turn away. I'm glad that Flint dropped the giant when he did, because if he had, well, I knew what was going to happen. They were going to
Yeah.
fire. We were all going to get really, really hurt. Maybe
Yeah.
some of us die, and then Flint would have charged the carts and just started killing people like wantonly, and then they would run. But
But hot
Now we
Hot
have
damn,
cannons.
Flint. That damage you were putting out on those.
by the way,
That was without
play
crit.
of the game. Can we get a play of the game recap of that? Just
If we have
you
a
know,
play of the game, it's the play of the game moment for that one was, "Oi, fuck you!" Play of the game, Carrick.
Yeah.
Oi, fuck you!
Yeah, I think my maximum damage right now with a swing, frenzied, with my axe is 31
That's really good.
per hit. So if like crazy dice rolls, I hit all 3 of my attacks. That's what 93 damage.
in a single attack.
That's not with a crit.
In a single round.
Yeah.
That's with a crit. That's maximum.
crit.
Like
That's
crit
maximum
and
absolute
roll, max
max.
rolls and everything.
I might be able to
Absolute
beat that.
max from him is ridiculous.
Well, hit
Even
him with
his,
a
like-
maximum with crit every time. You said your max is 31. You said
Per swing, yeah.
max swing would be 61 for one hit. So if you crit 3 times,
62.
that would be, or 62. So that would be.
Well, no, some of those are
100
bonuses.
It would be 200 damage if you crit with every single one.
Yeah.
About 150 because you only
Yeah.
add the dice, not the bonuses. But
Oh, yeah.
still, 150 at level 5. Because he's
That's madness.
brutal.
Well, he also
well-
takes some significant like disadvantages. You know,
In
Yeah.
in a physical fight, he's brutal. When it
Yeah.
gets into the tricksy spell stuff, it hurts barbarians a lot. But face tanking is what they do.
yeah.
And giants like a challenge just as much as barbarians do. So it worked out in your favor this time.
Thank you, chat, for watching.
Thank you everyone
So
for
yes.
watching.
Time to let the cast head out, do their stuff for after stream. Until next week, try not to roll any ones. Bye, everyone.
Like we do.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Well.